In the beginning, there was nothing. And then there was the Drunken Peasants Podcast.
I gotta get a witness. No!
Say, man, you got a joint? No, not on me, man.
I don't have facts to back this up.
It'd be a lot cooler if you did.
That's true. Sometimes I cry.
Oh!
Lick my butthole, he laughed.
From the strangest corners of the internet, here to bring you opinions of the world from an altered perspective. Here are your hosts, the Drunken Peasants.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Drunken Peasants Podcast. This is episode 1133. We got Jeff Holiday, and we're streaming. So, I don't know how many of you that are watching right now saw my stream that I did yesterday. We desperately need a new computer. We are now using... Oh, shit. Sorry. We're using a very... We're using a very old computer. Oh, God. Hold on.
Are we broke?
Shit's laggy.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, shit is very laggy. I don't think it's... Yeah, that's a problem. Jeff, can you hear me?
Uh-oh. Yeah, I can hear you fine.
Okay. All right. Are we still live?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. All right. So it's just on my end.
Yeah.
It's just on my end then.
This is the Drunken Peasants birthday stream, too,
Yeah,
right?
this is our 9th anniversary. We're streaming on a super old computer. We're raising money to get a new one. We have a I'm sorry, the wind is like completely out of my sails right now because of all the lag and the weird shit that's going on.
Those of you watching at home, the computer sounds like it may explode at any moment.
Cool.
So hopefully we're here with you the entire time.
Yeah, and I have
quiz hot shot. You're running an obscure alt-right podcast on an 8-year-old computer. Things start to lag. What do you do? What do you
great.
do?
So anyway, set up. I just linked it in the chat. If you guys want to sign up and help us get closer to getting a new computer, I'm going to get it anyway. But I need all the help we can get at this point because as you can see, it's yeah.
Block TV with my hands up.
Yeah. Are you still there, Jeff?
Yeah.
Oh my God! Hold on. Whoa! Hold on.
You sound real broken up for me too.
Yeah. Okay. How do we sound now? Is that better?
Now, a lot better. Yeah, a lot better.
Okay. I fixed it. I think we're good. I think we got it now.
Nobody breathe on.
Yeah.
We had to unclick the dog shit button. We meant to have the dog whistle button on.
Oh.
Now we're clear. That was an obscure alt-right podcast reference.
That's right. Did you hear that? No, neither did I, and neither did you. Yeah.
Jeff, how's
I've
it
been
feel?
there before. Huh?
How's it feel to be here right now for the 9th birthday party of Drunken Peasants?
It feels pretty good. I haven't been a DP fan for 9 years. It was like a year and a half in, I think, is when I really started watching pretty regularly. So, but yeah, been here a while. And cheers. Let's hope we can get a better computer for this setup.
Yeah, this is insanely stressful. This is our fundraiser that we have going on right now, and we're at 6% of our $3,000 goal. And I am going to, I'm going to go in and start looking tomorrow morning, and hopefully by Sunday I can probably get an order for one.
Yeah.
Yep. And
That's
now
a bummer, man.
the ghost of my computer is in the chat.
He's complaining you didn't clean him, but I know for a fact
I definitely
you
cleaned him.
I know for a fact you did. That's not the real ghost of Ben's computer.
Yeah. Yeah, thank you. It's our 9th birthday, and we get to celebrate it on a 8-year-old computer. So
Jared Genesis must be really happy.
It's Jared Genesis.
Right in his age range.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Also in Jared's list of things he enjoys.
Yeah.
True.
He loves Christ and underage lovers. The two things. And Nintendo.
He likes his women like he likes his computer.
He likes Sega.
He does like
8 years
Sega.
old. Ugh.
What's the most recent aged wine you've had, Jeff? Look at Remington coming through with the big time
thank you.
Patreon 1
Thank
year
you so much.
subscription.
That's really cool of you.
That's bold. That's you telling us you plan to be here until Drunken Peasants turns 1 decade. That's what that is.
Hell yeah.
On the 9th birthday?
Check
That's
out
a commitment.
Check out the karate that all the nurses want to have sex with.
Now, if you're serious about practicing the karate that all the nurses want to have sex with, you might be wondering,
that was word
how
for
can I
word.
kick
You were
without
so
stretching first?
You were so accurate with your description of that. That's wild.
Yeah.
I haven't stretched yet, right? Okay, so how do I do that? If you're serious about practicing any striking martial art or grappling martial art, you might be surprised stretching and actually flexibility comes in more important actually on the ground.
Pretty amazing when somebody makes
fighting,
Steven
how to
Seagal look respectable.
techniques and escape techniques and things like that. That's where flexibility is even more important, because a lot of systems of karate, you can kick low, okay? You can hit very low. A lot of the kicks are going to be directed to the belly button and below, okay, in real life. Not in the ring, but in real life. They're going to be directed to the stomach and below. So you don't have to kick somebody in the face. It's just not something you have to do. So the way that you avoid having...
He was wearing jeans last time
to stretch out.
That's
before
amazing.
So he put on his gi this time.
Fight.
I appreciate this guy because he gives you options when he's teaching you karate. You don't have to kick them in the face. Some people might tell you that's true, but that's not true.
Right. Well, he has similar dating preferences to Jared.
No.
Oh yeah.
We don't know if he's
no.
claimed as low as 8, but definitely in the mid-teens, right?
Yeah. He likes to. He's really into watching like gymnastics videos on YouTube. He will because he schizo posts on his community tab like all day, and he'll share weird videos, and a lot of them are like young women's gymnastics type stuff. I don't know.
Trumpster Bob's also a gymnastics fan, which is...
Well, he likes Simone Biles specifically.
By having a dedicated stretching routine. It doesn't have to be complex. That's why I'm going to introduce the stretching routine that all the nurses want to have sex with. Okay? Very simplistic. Okay? Very easy. Not very hard at all. So you don't want to stretch cold. Okay, so first you want to do...
Please donate to the fundraiser to help these sweet boys get
Please
a new
do. It's like the most... It is obviously a necessity for the show. And I probably shouldn't have waited until the computer died to fundraise for a new one, but I just didn't... It just didn't happen. So now we gotta make something happen. This computer we're using right now is a Band-Aid right now. And that's basically all there is to it.
What I heard about JRC3 is that he has been getting laid recently.
No,
that's what the rumor mill says. Is that who's holding the camera right now?
Someone is holding it.
Yeah. Does he have a live-in girlfriend?
Is it a nurse?
Maybe it's a nurse. Maybe it's somebody who found him through the trolls, and now he's playing up to the trolls because he's getting his Peter Piper pecked.
Did he sneak her away during recess to come help him film this real quick?
Yeah, she doesn't. I don't know. She's holding the camera like she could be a hostage, but I'm not,
very short.
Yeah.
And still rides the bus.
Was it the nurse he was obsessed with?
Probably not.
Because he's saying all the nurses want to have sex with.
Probably someone who found him through the trolls and was like, "This guy's so handsome."
Thing you want to do, say 20 jumping jacks. Why only 20? Well, because you don't want to blow out yourself prior to doing the karate. If you're kicking and punching and sparring and doing all this stuff, that takes a lot of cardio. That's conditioning in and of itself.
You don't want to blow yourself out with the cardio, and also if you're ever doing ass kegels, you have to be careful not to blow yourself out.
Blow yourself out on jumping jacks prior to taking an hour or hour and a half long karate class. So let's begin.
I didn't know he had it in him.
I love how
his form for jumping jacks is unique.
Yes, it's terrible.
It's fascinating.
By my PC, I'd like to know if you're truly broken, how you're able to chat in my chat room right now, but fine. I'll just suspend disbelief.
The other one that's really interesting, too, is, like, here you've got this dude filming on a very, very low res, but also his frame rate is, like, 5. It's pretty incredible.
Okay, shake it out.
Okay.
Now, a lot of karate classes will begin with front stretch kicks. This is a dynamic stretch. I'm not going to introduce this. I don't want you doing this. The stretches I'm going to introduce are static stretches. I don't want anybody pushing themselves further than they can. Okay? So first we're going to reach up as high as we can.
Yeah, he went to like this hospital and became obsessed with this nurse. Jeff, he was obsessed with this nurse and would make videos daily about her, and they were just weird. He'd be like, "Hey, kiddo."
I think there was a Tool song about that.
I think wasn't there like word that she had to he got like locked up because he was stalking her or something?
Something like that.
It's so confusing, but there's so much lore behind JRC3.
Oh no, that was a perfect circle. Fuck. God damn. Wow. Okay.
Perfect circle tool. Same type of listener.
Same singer.
Same
Hold
shit.
it.
Whatever.
Okay, ideally you would count to 50. However, I don't want this video to be very
However, I do not know how to count to 50.
long, and I'm only showing you what to do. So you would hold this for a count of 50, elongate the spine, stretch up, then we're going to go down. Oh, touch the toes. Or the floor. Okay.
Okay.
This is downward druggy.
Now from here,
Excellent.
we're going to do something called a V stretch, or a split leg stretch.
Okay.
So, I'm not the best at this.
Look at this.
I'm going to go down to the center.
His hair, he must cut his own hair.
It's choice. It's choice. It's like okay. I'm gonna try and like analyze this hair here. It's kind of like a mullet.
Yes.
That was supposed to have bangs, but he kept fucking it up, and he just kept going further and further back. And then he's like, "No, that's good. That's good. It'll fill in. It'll fill in. It'll be fine." You gotta show off the forehead. Women love a giant forehead.
Yeah.
No.
Then you're going to go down to your left.
We should have been doing this along with him the entire time.
Oh, this is like a follow-along workout video.
Oh.
Why does he have like a stepping stool?
Why don't you?
And he I actually do, but I have like cabinets and stuff that are high up, and he.
Oh yeah.
He doesn't have books that are high up.
He doesn't have any furniture.
Yeah, he doesn't.
That's a good point.
He probably uses it as furniture. Right now, it's a coat rack.
Yeah,
he
it's a
probably
coat
sits
rack.
on it when he has
Now,
guests
again, you
over.
want to hold ideally for about a count of 50. Then you're right.
Or maybe he doesn't have a
have
one of
a
those lateral stairmasters. He uses it as a poor man's stairmaster.
I can tell that he doesn't have a vacuum cleaner because there's like shit all over his carpet.
Fracture on my right side from basically destroying my foot a couple months ago by landing on it doing a double jump front kick.
Double jump front kick. Okay.
Now, what I want to talk about is I didn't know how to do this channel or this series at first. At first, I wanted to do what Master Ken from that Ameridote channel does, and then I realized, he already did.
All right, another thing, because the stream seems to be running more smoothly now. Everyone like the stream if you haven't already. Also, please contribute to our Get a New Computer Fund. I pinned the link in the chat. We're 6% of our goal. We need to get a new computer. I'm probably going to get the computer before we finish the fundraiser, and then I'll just use the fundraiser to pay for the computer while we already have it.
What a wonderful birthday present for Drunken Peasants.
We need it. We need it because we're using a computer that's almost as old as the Drunken Peasants.
Yeah. Have we? I'm sure I'm pretty late on this, but have we discussed who would win in a fight, this dude or Jared?
Oh yeah,
we did. Who's worse? Who's a worse person?
Yeah, but we've
between
also
the two?
talked about them fighting, and I'm pretty sure this guy would mop up Jared.
You think?
Yeah.
I think Jared is bigger.
Look at this guy's actually actively stretching.
He doesn't know shit though.
He keeps his but neither does fucking Jared. Come on.
But Jared has more weight to throw
This
around.
guy has more discipline.
Marking on that.
He's got to dump Jared in his chunder belly and drop Jared like a sack of books, the same stack of books behind him right now.
This by teaching fake karate. So I figured I'd be.
And I think this guy's probably stalked and hurt people before, where Jared just thinks about it.
So, after you're done holding that, we're going to do a single leg stretch. Your left leg should be out, your right leg should be in. Hold.
We've seen Jared's karate as well. Jared's karate is weak ass even compared to this.
I want to see him actually do moves. Is he only doing the stretching?
And this guy's feet are clearly a King Cobra's.
He's doing yoga now.
As you go.
Yeah.
Oh God, look how dirty his feet are.
This is called the kiss from a rose seal position.
He's literally doing yoga.
This is the self-suck express. I know yoga.
And that completes the stretching routine that all of the nurses want to have sex with.
So gross.
Oh.
I love how whoever's holding this camera is likely the woman he's having sex with.
Yeah, that's very weird because I noticed I was the last video where he's doing his karate stuff. I noticed someone was holding the camera. I'm like, who is this?
All those other channels, they covered JRC3 for the longest time, and he never had a living girlfriend with him, right? We start covering JRC3. Is this girl one of our fans?
I hope not.
I wouldn't be surprised. Sticky, where you at? He lives in Pennsylvania. Has he picked up the pieces of Shani and Rev's relationship?
Maybe he went berry picking and met a lovely lady.
Would have been winter, so it must have been tree harvesting for the holidays, right? Where you go pick your own tree. Do the mail ride.
Someone edited this so he can dance. Okay.
I think Auntie Jessie is suggesting this is what nurses want. This is nurse bait. This is how you catch a nurse.
He was like stalking this woman in Argentina, and she had him blocked everywhere, and he kept creating new accounts, and then he was going to use his COVID stimulus money to fly to Argentina, but she didn't want to meet him. It was really weird.
That is really strange.
Yeah. I think she made arrangements to deny him entrance to the country.
Something happened.
Wow.
Hello and good evening to the three sweet boys. Hope all is well. Been working on a special project that hopefully will be revealed soon. Happy 9 years of DP.
Thank you.
Let's get that sweet, sweet new PC.
Yeah, let's get it.
Fuck yeah.
Link is in the description. It's only been up for 1 day and it's already at 6%. I think that's good, but now we're announcing it on the actual show. So, yeah, here it is.
In all of its glory.
Getting a front stance if you're not really stretched out real good.
Let's check this out.
So earlier today,
this is a weird video too. I watched this one earlier.
Someone complimented my hair.
Is he drinking Grape Jimmy?
You'll see. You'll see.
James, your hair.
It's Grape Jimmy.
It looks amazing. It looks very healthy. And they were wondering why it was so healthy. They had stated that perhaps I was putting mayonnaise in my hair. Maybe that's why it looked so healthy. No, not at all. I take a very specific micronutrient cocktail on top of eating an ancestral diet based on the dietary wisdom of the great apes. It's, a plant-centered diet based on the dietary wisdom of our chimpanzee and bonobo cousins.
The bonobo.
Oh.
Bonobo, okay.
And on top of that, of course, I take very many different micronutrients in tablet form and in powder form and in liquid form. One of those supplements is my pre- and post-workout Grape Jimmy. Okay? Now, Grape Jimmy allows me to retain my hairline, the hairline that all the nurses want to have sex with. It allows me to retain my wrinkle-free complexion that all the nurses want to have sex with. People keep asking me, Jimmy, why do all the nurses want to have sex with you? And I say, it's because Jimmy drinks Grape Jimmy, the athletic beverage that all the nurses want to have sex with. This has your amino acids. It has your leucine, your isoleucine, your valine, your taurine. Remember, boys and girls, taurine is not something you can get in a vegan diet. Okay? So you need to supplement if you're a vegan. Okay. It has your carnitine, another...
They put a lot of taurine in energy drinks.
...thing that's only available in supplement form if you're a vegan. You either have to eat the meat or get it in supplement form. If you drink Grape Jimmy, you don't have to worry about that. It also has...
Is Grape Jimmy anything like Jesus juice? Is that how he's got this woman in his apartment?
It has your sodium, it has your potassium, it has your calcium, it has your magnesium in citrate form so that they're easy to absorb. It has your ascorbic acid, your vitamin C, to keep that complexion being the complexion that all the young nurses want to have the sex with. Look at me. I'm 40, or at least I will be 40 in a short while. Do I look 40? Hell no. The nurses all say I look like I'm 18, 19 years old.
Do I look 40? I eat garbage all the time. I went on a crumble cookie binge last December that made me gain about 30 fucking pounds. Do I look 40?
They know that I'm the guy that they want to have sex with because I drink Grape Jimmy. You can drink Grape Jimmy too, but don't look for Grape Jimmy at any stores. I make this shit myself. Seriously, I compound it myself. Yeah.
Oh boy.
Yeah, it's like freaking Breaking Bad in this shit.
He pisses in that.
Yeah,
I'm just saying it. He pisses in. I'm an expert in identifying these types of things.
Yeah.
He pisses in those bottles.
He's one of those.
Uh-huh.
That's insane.
Whoop, whoop, bitches.
What is he doing?
Well,
he used to just make videos look, like crying about how nurses didn't want to date him.
Yeah, and now he's got someone there holding the camera, which we can only assume is his new girlfriend, and she is giving him a new lease on life.
Yeah.
She's invigorating him to make content that's not crying about not getting women because he has one, and now he can mock all the trolls.
Will he
mock
stop
everybody?
Will he stop night prowling?
Probably, yeah. He's too busy at home doing his stretches, drinking Grape Jimmy, and probably getting his bunhole licked. Do you know anybody that would be with this guy would be the type to lick a bunhole? Like, it's gonna be gross. It's gonna be
Hey, there's
sick.
there is nothing wrong with eating ass. Bill.
Never said there's anything wrong with it. I'm just saying, the type to get with this guy is a muncher.
Yeah. No, that's true. That's the kind of person where you're like, can we just like have like good regular sex tonight? And she's like, no, it's the better.
Yeah.
Every time, you know.
She's going dumper
Hey,
diving.
Shaddy, could we have like regular sex? No, motherfucker!
They're not physically capable of having regular sex. Everything about Shani is irregular.
Yeah. I will be right back. I'll be right back.
Everybody watching right now, Jeff and I are your cool podcast hosts for the next 4 minutes and 44 seconds while Ben goes to unplug the power. On my way here, the whole power around this area was blocked out too. I was thinking when I got here it would be blacked out, but nobody could stop us from the 9th birthday party. Nobody. Jeff, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. The audio compression is really fucking weird. Like, I won't be able to hear sometimes if you guys are talking.
Oh.
And then I start to talk, and I'm like, oh, shit, fuck, I'm talking over somebody, fuck.
That sucks. I wonder if that's something we could change easily. I don't know. This whole new setup is... It went out, I think, Tuesday, and we had to cancel the show Tuesday. And then Ben got the old computer running, and it sounds... Like, if you were here right now, I don't think you can hear it at home, but this thing is whizzing and whirring. It's so loud. I feel like it might blow up. I'm trying not to touch it.
The DP computer right now sounds like T-Bob trying to do cardio.
Yeah. Yeah, it's way out there.
Yeah, man, I don't know. It's crazy. The yeah, I don't know. The whole like I'm getting a local echo now, and it's totally fucking me up. I think a lot of it too, though, is when you do a show like this, especially with like guests and multiple inputs and stuff. Doing sound is one of the most complicated parts of it. A lot of people don't realize how complicated it is. And Ben does everything through software. And I did that for a while, but I got so fucking furious with it that I broke down and I bought a like $500 professional mixer on my credit card that I still haven't paid off.
Ben's got a mixer here too. Ben's got a full mixer here too.
Does he?
Yeah,
I don't know if he's running it through.
Yeah,
that
he uses
for
everything
the
through a
mix.
Yamaha too. So I don't know if it's because the new computer setup that it's off, but he's got the Yamaha mixer that he's always been really good with that mixer.
Oh,
because I'll come in here and half the time we'll start the show and my mic won't even be on because he keeps all the controls manually set.
Oh, that's right. That's how he gets all the microphone inputs and shit. Yeah. I actually pipe everything from both of my computers into the mixer, and then what comes out of the mixer back into the computer is what I send off to stream. So I think that's the difference. Is like he does it through software, and I do.
Yeah, he uses software as well, so it's like a big mixture of everything here. It's a It's a party. It's a Holy Ghost party.
It's crazy, man.
Joe says it sounds like a 2012 podcast right now.
Does it sound terrible?
We're like a 2012 podcast is what everybody says sounds fine, though. I think Joe might be listening through his 2012 headset.
No, I was watching too.
The mics are hot but not peaking.
I was watching too.
Right now?
Yeah. I can hear you guys fine.
Nice.
It was, yeah, so I think it's working good enough, but I want to get off this setup as quickly as possible.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
Whoa!
Yeah, we're getting Jeff and Robo mode. I don't know if the audience can hear that.
Give me just a second.
I'll Robo it out.
We mean no harm to your planet.
Holy shit.
We mean no harm to your planet. Yeah.
Okay, we're back. And you sound better.
Sweet.
Yeah, and you sound better now. So
yeah, I'm getting a delay echo back on me, but I can just deal with it. I'm only hanging out for another half an hour before I got to bounce anyway, so like I'll just deal with it.
Yeah, sorry about that.
It's all good. It's all good. You didn't intentionally blow up your own fucking computer.
Happy
you know?
birthday, DP. DP is the podcast all the nurses watch while having sex with JRC3.
That's true.
That's true.
Huh.
My mom texted me and said JRC3's kicks reminded her of my father's kicks. So JRC3 might be a badass.
Or he could be your dad.
I don't know about that.
Sounds like they're about the same age. So that would be interesting.
This one fucking officer that went out there with me to fucking Congo. Here I am. Hey, you need an escort for Congo? We got a man just for you. Come wake me up.
So this is Trumpster Bob tells a story about his special mission to the Congo. And I
of the night. Drag me to a fucking plane. I'm sleeping on the way to the plane. They wake me back up. Bob, I got all your gear right here. This is your plane right here. I take it you're ready.
Bob has all these like stories about special forces and stuff. He's going to claim that he did some kind of mission in the Congo here.
Yeah. They put all my fucking gear on the plane. I get on the fucking plane and I'm back asleep again. Then I'm being woke up. Hey, put this fucking parachute on. Oh, okay. Put on a fucking parachute to look around. Got some black motherfucker with me. Who the fuck is you?
Okay. So all of a sudden, Bob noticed he had a black MFer with him. And he said, "Who the fuck is you?"
And he goes, "I'm the commanding officer, boy. I'm Major so-and-so." I said, "Oh, okay. Well, that's nice to fucking know." I got my suit on. Got my fucking gear strapped onto it. What I need and don't need, which I didn't need a fucking backpack. So that got to stay on the plane and got a free ride back. And all my fucking gear, my fucking M16 and all of that. Well, yeah. No, I kept the M16. I stuck it in the fucking bag. That trip it wouldn't fit.
What bag?
So
I thought you left the backpack on the plane.
Down.
He had another
And
bag?
that tripped everybody the fuck out. Yeah, the way I did it was pretty cool. The way I tied it on. I didn't do it like normal. The motherfucker was hugging my upper belly. That way if I fell, I'm following with my gun, baby.
Happy
Fuck
9th
y'all.
anniversary. Hold on, little PC. Help is on the way.
Sis.
Yeah,
Thank you, sis.
help is on the way. And by the way, we're now at 7% of our goal. So that's really good. Thank you to everyone who contributed so far.
Keep the rest of this gear. I cut it off. But so that was one of the times I escorted one of the officers out there to Congo. And I didn't know it, but yeah, it was time for us to leave. That king could just fucking decide to start having us killed. But as soon as he said what he said to me, I fucking gunned up like, which one of you motherfuckers is first?
Trumpster Bob is like one of the most badass soldiers of all time, if you believe his stories. Yeah.
He's like a soldier of fortune. It's pretty incredible.
I like
it's pretty
that
wild.
This is where Rambo is now.
He has
sitting around on live streams, eating ice cream sandwiches.
he was claiming he would like drop from a parachute at like 100 feet. And he could like not break his legs when he hit the ground.
He doesn't even use the backpack when he jumps.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
No!
That sounds pretty fucking bullshit.
That's not, no, yeah. 25 feet is pretty far to fall.
When have we ever thought anything he said was legit, ever? Like, let alone his stolen valor stories.
He can't lie all the time.
He
It's
can.
impossible.
He can. He sits around in a fucking day home, stewing in his own filth. There ain't shit else to do.
True. That's true. It just seems unreasonable to me that one man could actually be 100% completely full of shit. It just doesn't seem like that's fair.
Well,
you have to leave some shit for other people to be shitty.
This is the man who accused AOC of being a secret Muslim, and the only way she could prove it was by posing in Playboy so we could see her genitals, whether or not they were mutilated.
Oh,
so
good idea, Bob.
We have to remember this is the man that looked into Joe's butthole during a butthole challenge and called it loose. I know Joe's butthole very well, not loose.
All I need to know is this time to leave, and I'm gunning up anyway. But he says that already told me the next one of these motherfuckers move wrong, you might want to shoot. That's his way of saying that. So I'm like, okay, so I'm gunned up, boy. Motherfucker, come and move that fucking machete. I'll put some slugs in your motherfucking ass right now.
Yeah, he was afraid the king, this African king, was gonna have him killed. So I was like,
wow.
Yeah, but he wasn't afraid of his Nigerian princess that he fell in love with when he tried to send her $250 via Western Union, and Western Union wouldn't accept it because even they knew it was a scam. They were telling him it was a scam, and he was blaming Western Union for trying to get between him and his love. You racist, Western Union. You won't let me send my $250 to my Nigerian princess. She loved me. You're just jealous, Western Union.
It's bullshit that they're getting in the way of his love.
Our love is like rain, Western Union.
And we got up on the fuck out of there. I don't know what the fuck them two said, but wasn't that fucking good. Wasn't that fucking good. And I heard part of it was my fault, but I don't know about that. I think this officer just wasn't that good at talking to little farm motherfucker. Me, I would have kept on talking. I would have had him bullshitted down on his goddamn fucking knees.
You only bullshit people who are on the clock when you call and bother them. Those are the only people that ever fucking bend to you, Trumpster Bob. Everybody else just calls you a fucking loser. Laughs at you.
I mean, this guy that gave up that fucking quick and went to get the fuck out of there because he's that fucking stupid. I'm sitting here going, oh God, here we go.
Anybody who thinks me knowing Joe's butthole is tight is contradictory to Trumpster Bob's claim that Joe had a loose butthole doesn't understand that you can know a man so closely without ever being inside of his anus. Y'all need to check yourself before you riggedy wreck yourself. Joe and I have never had butt sex ever, and I know his butt's tight.
There's a video. Onision was there too.
It was obviously high art that we were filming.
Oh,
zero penetration.
Up out of there.
You were the bottom.
Let's play along. Like, what the fuck
I
they
was
run
the
us up
champion.
out of there for? And he gives me his bullshit reason, and I'm like, okay, I understand. Yes, sir, we're out of here. Maybe we'll get him on the next go around. He said, I don't think so, not with you. Well, he's right. I never went back there with him. But I did go back there with another officer. See?
Did you, Trumpster Bob?
And they had some talks. And that's when America started getting along with that fucking the group that won Congo right now that's in charge. That's whose side they was on back then. So I already knew it was going to win that fucking war. Whatever side America was on. So Congo was won by a group that America supported. Every time we send a ranking officer.
Tried to use Ben's old computer as a bong. Love you, sweet boys. Can't wait until Bob claims the Rambo series is based off him.
Did Shabby try and turn the computer into a water bong? It's supposed to be a dry bong, Shabs.
Parachutes out there. He can just stand there and look at that motherfucker and say, you know who I am?
Do you know who I am? I'm Trumpster Bob.
You know who I is?
3 in a row. I tell you what, there's 3 officers in a row this happened. I swear to God. They asked me, I heard you've been here before. And you tell me what the first thing is I need to say when I get off this plane? What would you recommend? And I said, you look that motherfucker in the eyes and you ask him, do you know who the fuck I is? Because you're black. So you got to talk like a black from America so he'll understand you.
Talk like a black.
From America.
Talk like a black.
Street talk.
Gotcha.
You dig it? Trust me. Say it like that. This guy'll fucking get it. So the first fucking thing they said when they got off the fucking plane was, do you know who the fuck I is? Or do you know who the fuck I am? Because two of them said it like that. This one said it the other way. I told him, he got along with this motherfucker great, boy. Shit. Fuck me.
Do you know who the fuck I is?
And that included a little something on my side conversation with the fucking king down there. But we straightened things out. This motherfucker got that motherfucker to jive up. You dig? Now we got him on a playing field.
You dig?
Got
You
him to
dig,
jive up,
son?
you dig?
Do you dig jive turkey?
One thing I know about Trumpster Bob is that he knows how to speak black American.
Jive.
Yeah, he says, I got him to jive up, you dig?
Nope.
Trumpster Bob and Booker T could probably cut the exact same promo.
Mm-hmm. They should be a tag team championship.
But I took so many fucking trips down there with the fucking officer. But when I come back, they would listen to what they had to say why it didn't work out, and they would listen to what I had to say. And at some point, they started doing exactly what I fucking told them every time. And they kept
See? They started taking orders from T-Bob.
We fucking got success in there.
Well, obviously he's the expert.
And they went along with the rest of my fucking suggestions, which meant an intel getting a guy like this type here, replace me with that kind of guy there, and then put these kind of guys in there like a.
Yeah, I'm wondering if Trumpster Bob stole his airplane jumping story from like one of those fighter movies like Platoon or something, or if this is actually from the movie Airplane.
The movie, yeah, the jive part.
Yeah,
yeah,
it's like an
yeah.
amalgamation of all the different movies he's watched. Whatever story he's telling can almost always be attributed to a film or a series of films that he probably watched back to back. Poop, poop, you dig?
You dig?
Now you're gonna fucking dig, cheese digs. So they gotta have somebody to fucking listen to. So if you got this person here and this guy there, well, you got it fucking made with this motherfucker, see? And that's what they ended up fucking doing, I swear to God. And I don't know where they're at it with that to today's day and age, but I know that I guarantee you we fucking control Congo, not fucking England or China or Russia. Fuck all you motherfuckers. America controls Congo right now.
America controls Congo.
Period.
Mm.
And you gotta admit that. All of you gotta admit that. It's the fact. Just fuck up. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about here. On a personal fucking level, I know what I'm talking about when it comes to Congo. I've been to Congo many a fucking time.
Bob knows all about the Congo.
About that. More than 5.
Congo
I
expert.
promise you that.
Ain't nobody know the Congo like Bob knows the Congo. Get out of here.
To this day, if I
Is he about to play the Congos? I thought I heard a drum back there.
any of them motherfuckers, to include the king's son.
Those are bongos, huh?
Or congas.
Shit.
There's also
congas and
congas.
bongos.
Yeah, not Congos though.
Oops.
He'll know who I am. Promise you that. I promise you. If I went there to this fucking day, they would know who I am.
Oh yeah, they would.
Promise
Lovable
you.
kind of fucking guy.
He's just a lovable kind of fucking guy. All the nurses also love Trumpster
Right.
Bob.
So I already
Somewhere in the
know, man.
Congo
I already know,
is an entire village of nothing but Bob's
man. I got some
illegitimate
Congo
children.
brothers y'all don't even fucking know about, bitches. How about that for some real fucking talk? Like, I'd go into Congo, I wouldn't even worry about a fucking thing.
So why
No,
aren't you
bro,
there?
I'm not here.
There's all these places in Africa Bob has said he was going to move to. There was Sierra Leone.
He was going to terraform a sports bar into Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
That was his plan.
Yeah.
Brilliance.
Nigeria also.
Official duty. I'm just here to visit you. God damn, I gotta see my buddy again. What the fuck? I can show up like that to the king of fucking Congo.
I thought Congo was like a democratic republic. Do they have a king? Let's see.
Pretty sure Congos are drums that they play while they do a Congo line. Probably look up Wikipedia for Congo line and Congo drums.
Democratic Republic of Congo. So Bob's friends with the king of the Congo.
Yeah, they're buddies.
They do not have a king as far as I can see here. They have a president and a prime minister.
Wait, are you trying to tell me that Bob's lying?
Yes.
What? Impossible. Wikipedia is not a fair article.
Oh.
To trust against the word of Bob.
Out. You don't believe me? Get me a fucking plane ticket and I'll fucking prove it to you.
Yeah, Semper Fi makes a good point. The king isn't
live streaming
recognized.
that shit right in front of him.
Only Bob recognizes the king of the Congo.
King, is it okay if I live stream this? That's okay, right? Because we're just buddies, right? I'll either get a yes or a no.
Because the king of the Congo watches Trump's live streams because they're buddies.
Now, I promise you, I'll be turning that motherfucker back on for too long.
Yeah, if the king of the Congo tells Bob to turn off his live stream, he's not going to turn it off forever. Bob's a rebel.
Bob will be like, fuck you, king of the Congo. We're buddies. I don't remember the stream being laggy when I did my stream yesterday, and I'm wondering if it maybe
Could be Skype, could be my second camera.
No, the second camera was already on then.
Good.
Yeah, so it probably is just the call that we're in.
Oh, no.
I'm noticing like I can hardly use Discord. It's like laggy. Like I'll click on something and something won't happen immediately. It takes a minute. So, yeah, we got to get this other computer very soon because I can't. It's very stressful to me.
This computer is a stack of books in the back of JRC3's room. Could fall apart at any moment. It's being held up by a stepladder.
I found my righteousness with God, and I'm good right here on earth with who I am and what I am and what I'm going to become. I don't give a fuck about your opinion. Like, literal. Zero, I give a fuck. But so if you don't understand what's wrong with being gay, every fucking thing in natural science is wrong with being gay. Literally everything.
Bob is obsessed with people being gay. He's very obsessed with it.
It's fucking natural to any fucking degree. It's not. It's an abomination. And according to the Bible, a third of the people that are going to be gay are going to be turned. No, 2/3 of the people that are gay are going to be turned against God and made to serve Satan. And then 2/3 of the women under them. Only 1/3 of the men and women who are gay are going to be made to serve God and go to heaven. So there's a special.
Did we not already watch this?
I
I remember him doing the 1/3 math recently.
Oh, okay.
I think
don't
this
know.
has been in our
So
rotation.
I feel like I need to branch off from IP2 because it's not really helping me. If anything, they just bring me down. They make me.
Did you see that video of Goocheese getting beat up was on...
No? Well, from the beach or what? What was it?
Yeah. It was on some TV show. I can't remember, like Discovery or A&E or I don't know, something. It was on some TV show.
Feel like a fucking piece of shit.
Brutal.
Yeah, I don't really, I just, don't give a fuck anymore. They're, really mean to me. They make fun of me all the time. They fucking make me feel worthless. I, literally killing myself slowly for them.
They're not
And
appreciative.
I just, yeah, take me off the network, dude. I just like, it's like, I try to be there for them so much, and I put so much for them, even if it's like doesn't even seem like it, but I just like don't care anymore. You guys are fucking pathetic. You get fucking power out of fucking like torturing people like me.
Wow.
Taking advantage of me. But you want to fucking like paint this picture like I'm this horrible person and make me a fucking pedo, and then you want me to fucking respect you.
I mean,
you don't get both.
Everyone gets called that on the internet. Like it gets thrown around so carelessly.
Goocheese was too pure for IP2. They couldn't handle her.
So like,
You guys
I'm done
better
with
show
you.
her some love. Keep her around.
I don't want to be around fucking you at all. I'm done. I'm done, dude. I'm really fucking done.
I don't know what this music is. Do you know?
And you don't
I think this
deserve
naturally plays
any
when Goocheese
respect
cries.
from me. I lost my dignity for you fucking racists!
Oh no!
I met a monkey. Cheers.
So like this shit's really hard for me to watch too, because you know, like this is kind of the end result of every in real life streamer. Like this is just how it happens, man. I've never, aside from like a couple of people who've managed to just keep it going or just like quietly exited, it always ends in fucking tragedy. It's the nature of like this kind of content. It's fucked up, man.
It's the nature of the beast. IP2 eats you up, it spits you out. A lot of people think IP2 is Ishmael, chasing down the great whale Moby Dick. But they realize that Moby Dick is not Goocheese. It's not Blade. It's not Ice Poseidon. Moby Dick is the inevitable chase that you'll never, ever really realize. You're chasing yourself. You're chasing away from your own reality. That's all this is. These are avatars for you to forget how miserable your own life is. But IP2, it's okay, because we're a special breed here at Drunken Peasants. We're not Moby Dicks. We're big, fat fucking dicks.
Do you ever actually say anything?
Yes, that was actually brilliant and deep.
Okay.
If you missed it,
I saw you
apologize.
threaten to ban a guy in the chat for saying that you need to be kept on track and other people have to do it. You threatened to ban them.
He's been trolling me for months on the internet, and I haven't banned him. I'm just playing with him. I mean, you could look at the docs he posted on another, look right here on one of my other videos.
What did he
27
do?
minutes ago. He posted on one of my other videos 27 minutes ago.
What did he post?
He posted.
I believe you. I think it's funny.
This is on my channel. He says, well, this series of videos didn't last long, referring to my in-studio sessions, but we're taking the holidays off. I've been recording new music with my buddy Bill Beats.
Right.
And he commented on it and said, we didn't have good chemistry, and it was talking shit. And he's in the chat now talking shit. So I've just been playing with him.
He's harassing you.
He's just a piece of shit loser.
But he was right. You do have to be kept on
That's
track.
not true at all. I am the track. I am the track. The one thing about this show that is consistent is that I veer off the track and bring us back. I am the Moby Dick.
But it's okay. Because I'm going to come up and I'm going to be fine. So
Read the rest of it?
Because I don't give a fuck. But like, why?
No, Jose Alvarez, I'm not going to read the rest of it.
Oh,
you know what? Ben has given you way more attention than you deserve on this stream. Because unlike me, I leave you where you belong in the chat. You garbage trash human being, Jose Alvarez. You horrible person who I bet if I was a betting man, I would bet you would meet the front end of a truck tonight. But I'm not a betting man.
I'm going to sit here and entertain you fucking faggots. And like, I just get fucking called a fucking meal on the fucking national television. And I'm just like, I'm not a male, dude. But here we are in one universe, all connected. Hello.
This is from the...
Hi. I destroyed LP2. I destroyed LP2.
This is from the stream.
So we're
Dude,
we're lagging a lot, and I'm wondering if us being in the call might be causing it. and Jeff was going to leave anyway. So I think you should. I think we should probably cut you loose now anyway, just to see if that improves the quality of the stream.
Yeah, and it's like I was telling Billy, like I sometimes I can't hear when you guys are talking, and I start to talk, and then I realize, I don't know, it's cool, but you know what? Happy 9th birthday to
Thank
DP.
you.
Hello to all the fans. Treat yourselves right. You deserve it. After 9 years, you should go get a nice meal, maybe a Wendy's. I'll see you guys later.
Thank you, Jeff. You're handsome just to look at. I appreciate you being here tonight.
Bye.
Yeah, let's see if this fixes anything.
Then if removing Jeff doesn't work, we should remove Jose Alvarez from the chat too.
Oh man, he's gonna make it lag. His chat, his overly negative comments.
Shits on me all the fucking time. Like, why would I care? Take me off the network to try to fucking make me feel bad. They're trying to like have some kind of control over me. I don't really care. I'm just fucking streaming, dude. I don't care. I get invited and shit. They make it seem like I'm trying to fucking like pinch my way into everything. I get literally invited. The only time I really did get invited to something was like New York, but it was funny and also I was like infatuated with Speed at the time, and I was like going through psychosis. Other than that, I usually just get invited to shit. People think I'm just like fucking
speed running psychosis. She said,
like trying to get like be attention whore, which I am. Also, I'm famous now. I'm a star.
famous goo.
A&E. It was A&E.
Which Sonic got $500 for.
Which is so dumb. He could have sold it for more.
That's about what they pay, $250 to $1,000 for those things. They usually don't own the clip. They just license it.
Made it on A&E. What I get out of it? I got misgendered and people mocking me for getting jumped. And
does A&E call her a man?
I don't know, but that's funny. They could have done just like a little research and found out she wasn't a man.
They never would.
And then the JJ drop kicks, those were amazing. I hope that made it in. I haven't seen it. I don't even know what it was about. If it was just about IRL.
I'm sure it was just one of those clips. This is neighborhood wars, right? Probably when people fight in the streets.
So I'm noticing at least so far the lag is improved, so that's a good thing. But that just sucks. That means we can't have any guests really until we get the new computer in.
That's not good.
Yeah. So I'll probably spend the majority of tomorrow morning and afternoon figuring out what needs to happen.
Goes for a lot. I actually have a lot of respect for that woman. I don't know how she does it. She deals with a lot of physical and mental pain, and it's crazy.
It's crazy.
That she would fucking put up with like any of this bullshit. But she does it. She manages it, and she takes care of her kid, and she has like a bunch of other kids that she took care of, and she fucking takes care of an adult baby that should be her husband. That maybe they're good when they're not streaming. I don't know so much. He's actually, I've seen it. Blade's pretty good when he's sober. When he's drunk, like me.
Figure it out, dude.
And yeah, but she manages that and still comes off as attractive, hot, and fucking level-headed. And she's super fucking funny. And she can act like fucking Britney Spears or whatever.
What?
I don't want to go into details because it's not my place to say shit. But I just know, like, she actually looks out for her kid. And it, like, seems really weird. And, yeah.
Who is she talking about right now? She's all over the place.
Like, what the fuck? But, like, when her kid is like, yo, I want to go back to fucking public school, she's like, okay, let's go back to public school, you know? And you have to realize, like, they're dealing with, like, a lot of hardship.
Beck, Blade's girl?
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't, like, want to just... I mean, they talk about it openly, but it's just...
Well, they're a danger to the power grid. That's one thing.
She's Litany Spears, bro.
Like, you got to consider all these different factors. People like to sit there and fucking nitpick shit. They fucking act like... You guys act like you have power because you're, like, anonymous and shit. that's what gives you power.
Did you hear about Pokemon's cry to Congress to try and destroy anonymity online?
I saw people complaining about it on Twitter, but I didn't really look into it.
She's talking about going into politics so that she can force everybody with an online footprint to basically have a public dox system.
Not be mean. That's what
to be held accountable.
That's what what's her name? Candace Owens was trying to do before she became right wing.
She was trying to privatize that, though, wasn't she? Or was she trying to take it to the government?
I think she was trying to. I don't know.
I thought she
Good
was accruing
question.
like a docs.
It was like
database.
a docs website.
Yeah, Pokemon wants to make it a law.
That makes you really sad at the same time that you're fucking using how your anonymity.
She's from Canada originally. So
Pokemon?
Yeah, so that'd be funny that she tries to get into the government here.
Or whatever the fucking word is. But using that you're anonymous as your power, that tells a lot though about you. That means you're really fucking pathetic.
And then Alinity will run for public office. And then Amaranth will run for president.
It's the future.
Sad when you use your being anonymous as your power, because you must really fucking hate yourself to go fucking do that shit. So people in IP2 fucking just shitting on you, making up shit about you, fucking spreading all these fucking rumors, trying to stir the pot. You must be really fucking sad. And then you sit there and do that while we're putting our life out there. You're fucking just judging us and fucking nitpicking everything we do as you're sitting there on your fucking keyboards fucking typing away. That's sad. I don't know your fucking life, but goddamn.
Yeah, she's let the viewers get under her skin, right? That's what
she's having a little fallout.
Damn, I can tell you're fucking sad doing that. So
She's having a realization. I like her standing up for herself a little bit. She's usually down on herself quite often.
That's all I have to say. I'm not triggered. I'm just fucking.
She's just done. She's just done with the
And
bullshit.
it feels good to spill it out. And I
Good,
feel like
therapeutic.
I'm speaking fucking bullshit and shit. And you can take it like you want. You can take it as, oh, I'm triggered. But really, it's just I'm just letting shit flow, you know? Hey, I don't care if I get associated with IP2. I'm never gonna be oh yeah, I never was a part of IP2 or take it off. I love it's a hate-love relationship, you know? But it is a big part of my life. Way more than I want to admit. It's kind of embarrassing. Here. Fat ass.
Huh? Just feeding seagulls.
This is a good life for Goocheese. Good retirement.
Everyone like the stream, if you could, please. I don't know. She's probably still on the website. I doubt they took her off, right? I don't know.
Probably not.
Everyone like the stream. Check out the link pinned in the chat. We are raising money to get a new computer. The old one crapped out, and we're using an even older one right now. It is not working the best. It's better now that we're not in a call, though.
Yeah, Skype really taxed us, which makes
so's Discord too. So I have
Discord and Skype are closed.
Discord can't be totally closed because if I do that, the fan chat won't work. But I have it minimized, and I can't. Normally I could message people on it and everything, but now if I click on something, there's a delay before it reacts.
I hate that.
Yeah, it's terrible. It's terrible. You can tell the computer's working really hard. So please, if you could, if you would be so kind, contribute to our thing here. Actually, this isn't up. So we've 15 supporters. It's only been up for about a day and a half. $226, so we're 7% of the way to our goal. I think we could do it. I'm not worried. But the way I thought that this computer could be a Band-Aid to keep the show going pretty well. For maybe I thought maybe even until the end of the month, but I think I need to get this computer very soon.
If we have anybody booked for Skype, we'd have to.
We don't have anybody booked right now.
Yeah,
I was going to start talking to people, But I think we had Scott coming back on eventually. But yeah, we're just gonna have to wait on all that until we get this issue fixed. So,
ladies and gentlemen, happy birthday, Drunken Peasants.
Yeah, happy birthday to us. Our first show of our 9th year, and we're on a computer that is 8 years old. I remember getting this computer in 2015. There's actually, there might even still be an unboxing video of the computer we're using right now.
How old was the last computer?
The last computer? I got it shortly after we moved out here. So,
that was after?
We got the computer that we were using for years. I got that. It was delivered here 2017.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it had a good lifespan. I'm surprised this computer is even, like, this computer is crazy old. I'm surprised it's running at all. But, yeah.
We're living on borrowed time.
Does it have Vista? No, it has Windows 10 on it. Someone asked if it had Windows Vista on it. No.
I'm going to have to go use the restroom.
It had Windows, I think it had Windows 7 originally on it, and then when they rolled out 10 and they were like, you can upgrade to 10 for free, I was like, okay. So and now I have Windows 10. I remember people were mad about that, and they actually did shit to, like, stop their computer from downloading the Windows 10 update for a while. Because people were, like, not wanting to switch to Windows 10. I'm streaming on DOS, guys. I'm a DOS streamer now. Whew, it's hard to get up here and do a show when shit's running all weird and bad, and you try to pretend like you're not insanely pissed off that you're that it's hard enough to do this as it is, but then when the shit doesn't work, like the shit you need to do it with doesn't work correctly, that's even worse.
How loud did it get last night at Dynamite?
How loud? It was an arena full of people. And there was some pyro, so it got kind of loud from time to time. Big pop for all the local people. I went to the AEW show last night. We showed that beach fight forever ago when it happened. We've gone through that.
But yeah, I wanted to share with you the recipe for the snow crab legs, because the boiling video, well,
boiling,
it ain't gonna upload to YouTube because I was recording that video on my old cell phone and I broke it while it was uploading. So it is what it is. Ugh. No, this is the year I cut down on my drinking.
Huh? He's such a terrible singer.
And continue to work on my confidence and my temper. I don't care if I got a nasty fucking temper. Fuck you! Stay the fuck in my hand, you piece of shit! I'll smoke you until you're dead! Fuck you! Next time I have my cell phone and it's the text-to-speech is giving me shit, just laugh at it. The hypocrisy of that. You can't tell me that women don't look at men and make noises.
You remind me of my old man. His name was Mango. Mangoloid.
Because everyone goes through that shit, dude. It's so
Man, that clip right there was way louder than the rest of the video.
terrible.
Fuck rape. Fuck suicide. Fuck murder. Fuck our depression. And fuck our society.
Holy shit. So, that was his new phone? He broke that phone too?
Howdy, YouTube. Again, you don't have to donate, but if you do, it's greatly appreciated.
He always says that.
You know, there are people out there who beg for money on the YouTube. I don't beg for it. I beg for your time, not and if anything, you know, just take a time to listen to Cobra and see what he has to say. Hey, Cobra, did you know that most cam girls on sites like Shadowbait are sex trafficked?
They're telling them that they're trafficked. I mean, some can be, but
I would call bullshit on that. That's your opinion, and then who's going to
Was
leave it at that?
Amaranth trafficked?
no. She was maybe like coerced in some ways,
Yeah.
but she does it. Yeah, I saw her stream the other day, and she was on like a date with some dude that was like all ripped and shit. So that's some new content she's doing now. By the way, we're at 9% of our goal towards the computer now. I keep refreshing the page and it goes up, you know, every now and then. So that's amazing.
It's a birthday miracle.
Yes. I'd rather watch Chatterbait than actual conventional porn because the women are in control of what they do on their cams. So I don't know about that. I do have a new drink combo to debut tonight.
The women are in control of what they do on their cam. Does Andrew Tate's harem of online Chatterbait girls count as trafficking?
Were they on Chatterbait?
I don't know if they were Chatterbait,
Okay.
but it was like a multi-woman cam situation.
I wonder
right?
if it was exclusive to Romania or like if it was like a Romanian domain and stuff like that.
I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
their
I think you
laws.
would probably go outside of Romania with that, right? You wouldn't have a harem just to target Romania.
Well, that's why he lived out there and shit, right?
I thought he lived out there because the laws were more relaxed in that realm.
I'm only going to have like one or two because I want to save the rest for tomorrow, as tomorrow is New Year's Eve. I did have one off camera, and it is delicious.
Delicious.
Hey, man, my wife is a big fan, which is cool, but I caught her furiously rubbing her walnut to one of your videos. Not cool, man.
Not cool, man.
Hey, Nicholas, thank you for your $2, bud. Sorry, can't help it. Cobra's just badass like that. You need to take a note out of Cobra's book and start paying attention to my gender relation rant videos. I like
Cobra is the new
but I'm not
Andrew
gonna
Tate.
cut down is what the trolls are going to say, but I am going to cut down, and that's what I'm saying.
He does speak in like a dumb, like fake British accent sometimes, so there's that.
Fuck the trolls, dude. I'm not doing this for them. I'm doing it for me, you know? I get tired of being out of booze all the time, and I barely catch a buzz. You know, it's bullshit. You cut down your tolerance because it's better. You cut down, your tolerance goes up. It's better for your health is what I'm trying to say. Blah.
The only difference between
Every
King
donation
Cobra
is
and Cobra
greatly-
Tate is Cobra Tate slept with Jordan Peterson's daughter.
Cobra Tate.
King Cobra is
Appreciate it.
one Jordan Peterson daughter sleepover away from being the top G.
But not required. The money I make from YouTube is a
Keep
bonus.
pressing
I'm here for my
goal
fans,
so the
man.
boys have one less thing to worry about this week.
Thank you for that as well.
Seth.
And people tuning in going, what's Cobra's next crazy drink combo? What's his cooking video going to be about?
I'm always like, what could possibly be Cobra's next crazy drink combo?
Will it have Doritos or Mountain Dew in it?
I literally lay awake at night wondering.
I tried to get a bottle of monkey shoulder scotch, but someone bought the last bottle. So I'm like, you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is, YouTube. Okay, that's not stiff enough. There we go. A little bit more. Yeah, that's the stuff. Got some IBC black cherry soda. We're going to mix the black cherry with the Jack Daniels and call it a black cherry Cobra. It is fucking delicious. Though this soda is not a sponsor.
Money. Thank you.
Cheers, sis.
Clean, free advertising. Oh, yes, yes, yes. People are trying to get the cam footage for when I got arrested. You do realize you need a judge's permission for that, right? And if you're not living in Cheyenne, Wyoming, or Casper, and anywhere in Wyoming, they're less likely to give it to you. Fuck the trolls. That's the stuff. That'll make.
He took a drink and like gagged on it, and then like had this really grossed out look on his face. He's like, "That's the stuff."
My second drink for the day, and I am good. I might have a Bud Light after this, but that's really all I need.
You can tell someone's a connoisseur of rock gut alcohol.
Oh.
When they get that wincing pain from drinking their cheap whiskey,
yeah,
and they feel like that's how it's supposed to be.
That's the stuff.
I like Jack Daniels, but this stuff gets expensive, and it's bad for your liver. Strangers in the...
Oh, and by the way, yeah, Magicus. I had Magicus booked for Friday, and I don't think that's going to work, Magicus, unfortunately. Like, we're going to have to... I'm going to have to get that computer, like, really quick.
Yeah, well,
and,
that sucks. It's Magicus' birthday, right?
Is it
On
his
Friday?
birthday?
Pretty sure.
Oh, God.
Pretty sure he shares a birthday week with DP.
I don't think I'll have the new computer by Friday, unfortunately.
So what you should do,
but I'm hoping to
Magicus-
get it before the end of the month here.
You should fly out here, Magicus.
Oh my God,
that would be a good idea.
The lag stopped once we dropped Jeff, so it's literally like if you're going to be on the show at this point, you have to be here, because it can't handle being in a Skype call and sharing the video feed and all
If you
that.
wanted to hang out with us, Magicus, and watch, you could send us videos of you drinking Malibu rum at every $50 level.
Night.
Now we'll get them in before the end of the month. I just got to get that computer.
Trolls. They're assholes. I dare to be a dreamer and put myself out there, and they can't handle it. They're afraid to be themselves. Their lives are more miserable than my drinking. And
He always does this. There's something is more than this other thing. He loves doing
their
that.
obsession with me is more unhealthy than my drinking.
Fact.
I hate sickos more than I love Ozzy Osbourne.
I love oxycodone more than I love sickos.
Bottle YouTube? Yes. Not a sponsor. Now, Jack Daniels is for 21 and up, and it's all
He
alcohol
always does
commercials.
this. It's like, yeah, we know, like, depending on what country you're in, by the way, 21 is one of the higher drinking ages on Earth. There's a lot of countries that have way lower drinking ages.
Tell you, drink with...
Which is weird, culturally, like, I've been to a couple countries where the drinking age is like 16, and you go to a bar and there's a bunch of 16-year-olds drinking beer.
They tend to grow into better functioning adults with drinking, right?
Yeah, because it's not stigmatized, so it's not like something they have to do in secret.
Yeah.
You know, it's... And their parents can give them rides and that kind of stuff.
Responsibly. Oh, I am cutting back. The Jack tells me I hate sickos.
He's cutting back drinking while he's sipping on a on a bottle of whiskey. It's hilarious.
This is my second drink today, and this is being put up for later.
Jum jum.
That's all I need right now. I had 2 mixed drinks of Jack, and then a Bud Light, and that's all I need. That's 3 drinks total. It's not doing it to get drunk, it's doing it to socialize. There's a difference.
Yeah. Cobra's a
You
social
drink to
drinker.
socialize versus drink to get drunk.
I mean, drinking to socialize, you would just drink a beer. You wouldn't literally be sipping on a bottle of Jack Daniels. You're drinking to get drunk. I mean, let's be honest here.
There's a difference. I'd love
socializing alone in your own apartment. Yeah,
with the power of the internet, he's a sexy gothic e-celeb. This is social lubricant for an entertainer. I don't know if you know, a lot of the greats used to keep a little bit of whiskey in their water glass on the old late night shows. Cobra's just like Ed McMahon.
Ed McMahon was like an alcoholic.
Cobra's like an Ed McMahon type.
Only without the fame, without the success, without the money.
Without the giant check he brings to everybody's doorstep.
Well, I mean, he's been dead for quite some time. So
that was the last bit of Ed McMahon was going around with that giant check and taking it to people's doorsteps, saying they won a. Was that all just like a scam to get?
It was
people to refi
American
their mortgage?
Family. It was American Family. A lot of people thought he was Publishers Clearinghouse, but he wasn't. He was. It was called American Family. I don't even know if it still exists.
I think that would be just beautiful. I've heard. For England's rolling greenest hills.
Has Cobra got the French
I would like
champagne?
to point out how sad my trolls' lives are. Cobra's going, what's my next live stream going to be? What's my next drink combo? And my trolls sit around going, oh, how can we fuck with Cobra next? All it's doing is getting people to feel sorry for me and hate your asses even more. And trust and believe. I got fucking fans who pretend to be trolls to get inside your little troll lair. So have fun with that.
The Cobra uprising is in effect.
Inside who are double agents.
And you have double agents too. I mean, like they exist on both sides.
All you mongeese better watch your back. The Cobra Squad is here.
Pretend to be my biggest troll just to get information out of the real trolls. I got people who are watching you, man.
Why would you tell them this? Now they're like, why would you tell them this?
Because Cobra's stirring the pot. This is like when you have a basket full of snakes. Every once in a while, that snake charmer takes the little stick and hits the basket, so the snakes. Cobra's charming these trolls.
I don't got to do shit to fuck with these assholes in real life. I don't have to do anything to get inside my trolls' heads other than go live and have a drink. I don't got to scare off girls that my trolls like to get inside their heads. And the best part about that is I got fangirls for days, dude. Women dig
For
what I'm
days.
preaching, even if I'm an ass about it sometimes. I'm in meaning to check out that Danny Brown, too, because he seems like a pretty cool dude. Yeah, it
He's a
is funny
pretty
how
cool
life
dude.
happens, dude. I've been bullied my entire life, and I grew up to become a famous YouTuber. It really is funny how life happens.
Yeah, it makes you stronger. Whatever doesn't kill you, Cobes.
I tried to take my lunch money growing up, but I'm taking money from my trolls. They donate to talk shit, like hoping that Cobra will see it and think it's a fan, donating money kind of thing.
It's funny how Cobra's like definitely smarter than Jared, because Cobra could at least figure out how to set up TTS and all that kind of shit. Jared can't figure out even how to hook up a Nintendo Switch to a TV.
Cobra's got a lot of. He's got a lot of natural charisma and talent. That.
What's his talent?
His talent. He cares about music. He cares about.
His talent is that he
wants.
cares about things?
Of course. So
That's not a talent.
100%.
Caring about something is not a talent.
Yeah, he's just not as effective and good at it as someone who's mastered it. But he's mastered it in his own way, right? He
No.
takes on, 100%. He takes on all of these little crafts.
You're giving
He's
him a
got-
participation trophy right now.
That's all you really need is to participate. You
No.
really just got to
And it's
show
just-
up, and the world will reward you. It's how the universe works.
I will say he's charismatic. I didn't disagree with that, but he doesn't have caring about something isn't a talent.
There's tons of people that are really successful in a lot of different realms that aren't that talented at it. They just applied at the right place, right time, and made it through. You see that through history. It's not even about talent as much as it's about application.
Trolls' life, and it's just like, you don't see me giving money to my trolls when they go streaming on their channels. Because 95% of my trolls just steal my fucking content and fucking rip on me. And it's just like, you couldn't handle it. You couldn't handle what Cobra...
This guy is perpetually 13 years old. You mean like in his behavior? Because he looks like he's in his like late 40s.
I could assume it wouldn't be that he looks like a 13-year-old.
No.
13-year-olds can't grow a sweet beard.
got. Most people couldn't. Most people are like, you shouldn't bring in a Ouija board into a haunted cemetery and try to summon shit. That's super bad juju. Me, I'm just like, and I like taking my Ouija board and messing with it in cemeteries and shit.
This right here should be one of those cartoon clips they do of Cobes, where he's talking about going into the friggin' cemetery with a Ouija board. I can't wait to see that clip.
I saw he did that in one of his movies, the documentaries that were made about him. He goes to the cemetery with a Ouija board.
Fits
it's
right
pretty
in.
hilarious.
Just amazing. I got it.
I agree, Cobra.
Over 5,000 spells sitting on my bookshelf. I know my shit. I'm starting to, at least. I went to go buy some monkey shoulder, but the place I bought it from said someone just bought the last bottle. I'm like, it is what it is. I wanted to do a review for it on YouTube, but I didn't get too bent out of shape about it because it's like I should be grateful that I even get to buy some, especially after everything considered. Literally, I haven't had a drink all fucking day, and that didn't irritate me. What irritated me was technology, the internet, cell phone, fucking stupid people. And you can't control whether people are dumb or not. All you can do is control how you react to it. And sometimes, I'm not trying to be a narcissistic dick about it, but it's exhausting living in a society full of idiots. It is mentally exhausting.
Poor
to a
Cobes.
point where it's just like, hey, you don't need to drink, but it takes the edge off, So like,
that's why. I mean, that's why you need to drink, because there's too much edge, and you need to take it off. I know what that's like.
Okay. The Cheyenne Police Department took my wand. Whoop-de-fucking-do. I can always make another one,
Then why don't you have it?
Was it his good one too?
I don't know.
Probably was. He probably wasn't going to Christmas with his throwaway wand.
There was another wand that was his good wand that he broke in half.
I feel like a dick for the way I acted on Friday. That was completely uncalled for. And just the reaction that I've gotten from my family because of my drinking, it's just one of those things where, like, you know what? I don't care if my family judges me. I don't care if they stop drinking. That's not their problem. This is my problem. And I need to cut down on my drinking. Because fuck me, I come up with some of the tastiest drink combos, and it's just...
He just can't help it. His drink combos are just too delicious.
Yeah, if he wasn't so good at drink combos, he definitely would cut down on his drinking.
Yeah, you know how that Jack Daniels is like a combination of.
It's easy to sit there and go, "Oh, that's really fucking good." Just
The Jack Daniels out of the
one after
bottle is a
another.
combination of bourbon and depression.
It's a combination of Jack Daniels and his saliva mixing together when he pours it into his mouth. That's the drink combo.
Coming
And the
along
whole
nicely,
fucking bottle's
tubes.
gone, and the next day you're craving some Jack, and then you can't have it because you drank it all the night before, and you're going, man, I get tired of that cycle, dude. So it's just like, okay, you have like one or two drinks out of the bottle, sit it down, forget about it, and then
Forget
the
about
next
it.
day when you want some, you'll have some, versus, yeah. Now, when I posted the thing on Facebook that said I was going to cut down on my drinking, that if you saw me doing drink combos, that you weren't going to see me going ham like I normally do, I meant it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, hey, you know what? After this, I'm good on the Jack. I'll save the rest of that for tomorrow, so I can have a proper New Year's. I don't need alcohol to enjoy my New Year's.
A few more drinks later.
It's all about the fans. It's all about the sweet drink combo.
Did he
The
take a shower?
donations are just a bonus, man.
I don't know. I think his hair just looks like greasy and wet, and he like combed it
On the
back.
same pace. Cool. Nothing looks pretty good right now.
The road to Casper,
Feel the
Wyoming is
festival.
paved with good intentions. all bets are off. He is Liddy. Liddy again, Liddy again, Liddy again.
Liver failure saga coming in nicely, Tubes.
What's your doctor? Horacios porn album.
Audio removed to avoid copyright claims for those listening or watching. The song he's dancing to right now is Big Boy by SZA.
SZA.
He needs a big boy. It's beautiful, beautiful dance.
He was getting
rendition.
down with his bad self.
He's just living. That's a great drink combo. Exploding Bud Light. This is hilarious. So he's just shaking up this Bud Light everywhere while he's dancing. At this point, the stream cut out. Did he destroy his computer with shooting alcohol everywhere?
His carpet must smell so nasty, like stale beer. It's awful. I can't stand that smell. Like if we have a stream on a Saturday night and I'm drinking beers in here and I leave the empty bottles down here for the next 2 days because we don't stream usually on Sunday and Monday. And I come in here, I hate that stale beer smell.
It's icky.
Yeah, it's nasty.
That's a stink combo.
I tried to trim my devil.
Oh no, we already saw this one.
I saw a video today of a boxing match between a father
Have
and
you
a
seen
son.
the original clip from this?
Yeah.
The original clip from this, for those of you that aren't familiar, Joe Rogan's watching a clip from the iDubbbz Creator Clash boxing event.
Yeah.
And there's, I think Matt Watson was the young guy fighting Keith Apicary, who goes by Dad. And
he thought it was his
He thought
dad?
that it was the kid's actual dad fighting him and beating him up at the boxing event. And so, like, you watch this clip, you'll hear the audio for this as it's applied to King Cobra and his dad, Clint. Very funny in this aspect. But the other one, he gets to the very end, they're like, oh, that wasn't really his dad. And Joe Rogan's like, what? And they're like, yeah, that wasn't really his father. That was a YouTube boxing event. And then Joe Rogan's like, oh, God, I'm so fucking gullible. It was so funny. Funniest clip. This is a parody of it. This is also hilarious.
I have to get some water. I'll be right back.
It made me so sad.
Yeah, Nathan Barnett. Is it Barnett? Nathan, he goes by Keith Apicary. He goes by Dad. He's got a bunch of different names. He's an old dude on the internet. You probably will notice some of his videos from way back in the day. But he was boxing at the iDubbbz event, and Joe Rogan's response. This is all like what Joe Rogan is saying here. It's all so serious. He's talking about this dad fighting this kid, and then at the end of the clip, it's revealed that he just got it all wrong. But that's what happens when you have a boxing match with a guy named Dad, right? Dad beats up Matt Watson.
Made me so sad because there's this young kid. He looks like he's probably like 17 or 18, and the father's 42, and the father beats the shit out of him.
Perpetually 17 or 18.
I mean, like, dings him in the head and keeps punching him. I'm like, that's your son. That's your son. And we're watching you beat your son up. Because I get your son probably got cocky with you, and he celebrates after he knocks his son out. It made me so sad. Because first,
like when I saw the original clip, they had it interspersed. iDubbbz uploaded it, and it was interspersed with the boxing match. And I thought, there's no way that Joe Rogan was actually talking about the boxing match, and it just what he was talking about happened to line up with the Creator Clash event. But no, he just watched the Creator Clash clip. So funny. I hate that it's taken away from this, because this is great on its own, but the original clip is so funny. You failed. Yeah, the original clip, it turns out that he's straight up like watching the Creator Clash. And
Yeah,
thinking
I
it was a
remember
father,
that.
son.
Yeah.
So funny. So funny.
I remember the one guy's name was Dad.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Okay, joined now by Tina Griffin, the counterculture mom. Tina, thanks.
The counterculture mom.
time today.
Hey, thanks for having me once again, Dr. Duke.
Think about how Christians or even religious people or even people with a basic moral decency might react to this, as you pointed out, 50th anniversary commercial.
It's the Cream Egg Golden Jubilee. Time to celebrate 5 delicious decades. Sharers? Yeah, we are down with that.
Cute.
It's a Cadbury egg commercial.
Yeah.
Calling all exhibitionists. Let the entertainment begin.
Oh, calling all exhibitionists? Ben, should we make a little butthole omelet with these?
So you
crack
have
them in
two
our
men
ass and send in a
dancing and
video?
kissing
No.
In one of the most overtly erotic scenes.
They weren't kissing. They didn't actually kiss.
They didn't even touch.
They bit a freaking Cadbury egg, the Lady and the Tramp style.
Yeah.
And left it gooey, ooey, ooey, ooze. If there wasn't, the Lady and the Tramp had more connection than this did.
And the fact that they called it not the Jubilee, the Goobilee, there are a number of words for semen, pardon me.
Pardon me.
No, we're celebrating Goocheese with the Goobilee, you imbecile.
Words for semen in both American and British dialects that comes awfully close to the word goob, right?
Yep.
So
Goob?
this goob
That sounds like a slur.
Is goob a slur?
Go back to your own country, goob.
They're overtly suggesting to you that what's being shared here is something that's not candy, something that is basically a sexual body fluid. And you look at the way that they share it, and you look at the intensity of that scene.
Yeah, I think Cadbury eggs are kind of gross.
It seems to me that not only are they
I
no
never
longer
liked them.
concerned about Christians at Easter, they're on a mission to affect.
I would rather just have a solid chocolate egg than an egg with goo in it.
I don't know. I like them enough, but they're just sugar anyways.
The narrator of that young woman, the Asian woman who says, "We're down with that," right at the moment that the egg splits and you have that white cream linking one set of lips to
This
the
guy obviously was conversion therapy.
He's
person,
very gay.
other. This is as close to pornography as you're going to get.
You're right on. And I remember, and I love how you analyze that because I'm all about analyzing pop culture. It brings me
Pop
back to Nicki
culture,
Minaj
Mom.
when Minaj, her last name actually means threesome. And her words are exactly that disgusting exchange of bodily fluid in her lyrics.
You know
Parents
what?
were shocked
I
when I would
miss the
explain.
beer commercials of the 80s.
Remember the Swedish bikini team?
Yeah, where it was like just good old-fashioned machismo, over-sexualization of women. Like the classic masculinity where every guy was some schlub drinking a domestic beer.
A Budweiser.
And cracks a beer open, and this gigantic breast bimbo shows up ready to suck him because he chose a domestic beer. But we want to hear about a Cadbury egg where two guys bite it and act like it's that big of a deal. If those commercials were still acceptable, these people wouldn't be complaining about them. They'd be like, "Oh, yeah, that's a good old-fashioned American God-given Christian beer, Swedish babe opening up when the bottle cracks. It's fine.
That
God
one.
gave that
So by
Swedish
looking
babe to
at
that
this,
beer."
To be honest, me and you as analyzing this pop culture, my heart is in my throat right now. It bothers me so much that we even had to watch that 3-second commercial with that scene in there and look at all these kids that are watching that over and over again. So if it bothers me, it blows my mind how it even affects children that are watching that. It really does.
You know how
It really-
I can tell you right now how it affects children. Because children do the same thing whether it's a man and a woman kissing or two gay guys eating a Cadbury egg. They go, "Ooh," except for the one kid who's like, and he'll do the same thing when it's kissing a girl because he's an early bloomer. People grow up to either want to kiss girls or crack open Cadbury eggs in a boy's mouth. Most of these kids are going to be like, "Oh," the entire time. And every once in a while, one's going to be like, "Well, I've found my kink. Big deal."
Concerns me.
Now, that commercial has only been released, as far as we know, in the British market. It has not yet made it to
Of
American
course.
TV. I find it hard to believe that it won't. But certainly, what could moms and dads do if they would like to get a hold of this?
That's not
let
going to
this
come to
company know-
American TV, doofus. That's obviously a regional release. We don't even use golden jubilation here in the United States.
Right.
That's obviously 100% tailored for a certain market. You want to bring it here to America where you can
He's the one who
politicize
brought it.
Yeah, to bring it here to America. You know, I didn't find this until I was online looking for gay Cadbury porn.
I mean,
that such advertisements are not welcome here in America.
Well, I think it comes right back to what you said when you opened this
won't
clip.
somebody think of the children?
Ay, que rico. Ay, que
If they
rico.
don't care anymore if they lose money, which I think the same thing, it's more of an agenda. They can care.
Is that it? Oh, yeah. What is... Oh, this guy.
The Canadian people tried to force me to have sex with men when I don't want to.
Is this a new one? Or is this the one where he was talking about having sex and his co-workers were telling each other he was gay after he asked both of them out, right?
What's the... Hold on.
When I look at homosexuals, I see men that are completely unfettered by any of the restraints that civilization places on men.
What the fuck restraint are you under? No shirt, long beard, cap inside?
Why is he always...
This would be a perfect time to bring back the Attitude Era.
Dead-ant. It's about to be that, actually. We're about to have the this is what we had in the early 90s. Everybody was overly politically correct, overly Christian, and then it devolved. The pendulum always swings.
I see disgusting perverts. I see men who do hard drugs and participate in multi-day drug-fueled gay orgies.
So?
I know that's what they're like.
Oh, they
I know
are.
They go to these bars.
They are.
They go and they chase after young men and they ply them with alcohol. I had a
Sure.
friend back in Halifax. He talked once with no...
Everybody knows as a straight, you go to the gay bars if you want free drinks. If you're young and
As
cute,
a straight.
you go to the gay bars, you put your little butt out, and you get free drinks. You try not to get the one drink that's fizzing. Makes you go night-night, but that's why you go with a group of boys. A group of rude boys when you're going around trolling. And every once in a while, who knows? You get a little suck it. Who cares? You're young.
No shame about how he would go down to this gay bar in Halifax and let men buy him drinks because he knew he could get free booze from them.
There you go.
Yes.
And he wouldn't have sex with them. He just let them buy him free drinks because he knew they would.
Because it entertains these old gays to get a young, cute boy a drink the same way it entertains old guys to get a young, cute girl at a bar. This is what old guys do. They sit at a bar. They have this idea that they can entertain, a little bit of their youth by getting somebody youthful and vibrant a drink. And that's their little way of providing a fantasy. You don't have to fuck either of them. But if you want to, if you're into old men, you can fuck either of them. That's the beauty of it.
And that's what I see when I look at homosexuals. I don't see this modern family shit that you guys have been fed by Hollywood. I see the worst of
Yeah, of course you see the fucking worst. You don't see the family aspect of homosexuals because you can't get past the worst of it.
Tomorrow is the second anniversary of January 6th. They still haven't gotten a Speaker of the House. They also took out the metal detectors. What's the off chance they might do another riot?
That'd be a lot different now with Biden in charge than Trump. Trump's lackadaisical response was a big reason why people were allowed to get inside of that place.
Yeah, I think there's a lot. I think they've changed the security protocol at the Capitol now, too. So I think they'd be way more prepared.
Brother Ardash says, don't be a tease. Buy your own giggle water if you aren't into it. Look, a giggle water is not a proper payment for sexual intercourse. One sexual intercourse is not any number of drinks that you can have in one sitting. There's not enough drinks to equate what the value of a sexual intercourse would be. I'm sorry. If you go to a bar, someone buys you a drink, that's the end of the frickin' conversation. They bought you a drink. They want to entertain you. Same thing if you go on Tinder app just to get TGI Friday dates, just to go to Applebee's and get the fucking free appetizers. You go to on Tinder app, the guy takes you out for a meal. At the end of the meal, you don't want to bang him. The whole time you could have been planning on only using him for his Applebee's.
Only use me Applebee's.
Only use me Applebee's. That is what it is. That's all it is. You don't owe anybody anything more than the company if they want to buy you things.
Figure it out, dude.
This capitalistic society that says you owe somebody a little bit of butt because they bought you an Applebee's appetizer is wrong, wrong, wrong.
Worst of men, that they're so depraved that they would go out and do hard drugs, ecstasy and cocaine and MDMA and crystal meth and all this shit. They go and they have crazy drug-fueled sex, and they're so detached that they fucking let a man fucking stick stuff up their ass and poke them in the prostate to try to achieve sexual fucking pleasure.
So he's like Trumpster Bob, where he's like, he's so obsessed with people doing gay shit.
Yeah.
Like overly obsessed.
Yeah, if you say, if there's one thing about the gays, is they have casual sex refined. They know how to get it done.
That's what I see when I look at fags. And when I
That's
look at
what you
lesbians,
see. That's what you choose to look at.
Psychological abuse, emotional abuse. You think
Are the
about
hard
old-
drugs free too? Somebody's paying for the hard drugs. It's usually the old queen that doesn't have a mortgage and kids to pay for because he didn't get bought into the familial obey and marry and reproduce lifestyle. So he's got all this extra income. He could just spend money
These
on
guys
party
act
favors.
Like gay people don't believe in consent. I have a great and very happy that she can be an out lesbian in this day and age.
Yeah, everybody knows, you know, the people who don't believe in consent are the young white males and everybody else who doesn't care about consent. There's no demographic. There's a small amount of people that believe with their heart of hearts that they have rights to your body. Maybe it's after a couple of drinks. Maybe it's after they put some pills in your drink. Maybe it's because they just know they're stronger than you and nobody's there to stop them. But that's not a freaking a gay thing, not a straight thing, not a black-white thing. It's a trash predator thing.
Worst stereotypes of an abusive wife. You think about a guy who's broken by his wife, like Niles Crane from that TV show Frasier, whose wife just was so broke him.
The joke about Niles Crane's wife is that you never see her. You only like hear other people talk about her, and that's the only reason you know she exists. It's an interesting concept for a character that you never actually see.
Abusive, nasty, mean, cruel,
Yeah, off-camera characters. I wonder how many off-camera characters in sitcoms there are that are only ever talked about, and who has the chunkiest lore. I would say that Niles' wife is a pretty good representative.
Her name's Maris.
Was she ever on at all? Like
No.
No
one played that character. That character was completely like you just knew about her because everyone spoke about her.
That'd be an interesting thing to look into, how many characters there are that are never actually appear on screen or only ever talked about.
Yeah, I mean, there was like one episode where she was like ringing a bell upstairs, you know? And that's like the most.
She never talked?
Nope.
Yeah, I know that in Big Bang Theory, there's the mom that Wolowitz's mom is never on screen. She's sounds like a Shanny for Christ type character. Seems to be like on all facets a big fat woman that just screams. And but she has her audio. You know, you can hear her screaming from down the stairs.
You never actually hear her speak, Maris speak ever.
Psychological abuse. Unfettered by the fear that a man might hit them. The fear that a man might hit a woman reins her in unless she's been led to be completely fearless. But when you take two lesbians and you put them together, that's gone. There's no fear of violence to keep their fucking worst impulses in check.
Then why are lesbians the most violent domestic partnership?
Is that true?
I do believe that they have the highest reported domestic abuse among couples.
I wouldn't know.
Sexual couples. Unless that's changed recently.
That story about Ellen DeGeneres. She was like this like super lesbian. Everybody loved Ellen with her talk show and her fucking boy haircut. And then people found out about the kind of relentless psychological and emotional abuse that happened behind the scenes at her show. That's what
I mean,
lesbians
whatever.
are. That's what all of them are. That's what lesbians are.
Okay.
They're not. They're like young girls. Fucking.
This guy's education on LGBTQ, it really, I think he focuses a little much on the gay party boy aspect of it, and then everything else just kind of falls in place as he sees fit. He is like Northern Exposure Trumpster Bob.
He's all like women can't be good people without the threat of violence hanging over their head.
And yeah,
they need the man.
Neither can men, though. A lot of men, there's a lot of women and a lot of men who only live by the decency they live by because they feel threatened by a society that will swat them if they don't, that will smack them down. And they're called Christians.
Rubbing up against each other in some porno
Big
video.
bad Sky Dad's gonna
That's not
smack
what
you if you're
lesbians
not
are.
good.
Lesbians are the
I mean,
worst.
the government can do that too.
Psychological abuse, emotional abuse, mental abuse, physical abuse. They are the worst. The gay community, the homosexuals, the lesbians, they are garbage. They are fucking garbage.
What is he looking at? Why is he looking?
Probably got a screen full of gay porn up right now.
They are garbage.
A lot of humans are garbage. We don't throw them away, though.
I remember when I was in second
I don't
grade.
think it's any different between LGBTQ or straight people, how there's
there was
garbage
this-
amongst the groups.
Yeah. This is a story which will haunt me for the rest of my life, okay? And I'm amazed that I'm even telling the story.
Now, I was told that this is a very good video. The audio sync is a little off in it, but it's an amazing. The payoff is worth it.
Okay.
When I was in second grade, I was 7 years old, and I was a great student because I wanted to do the right thing. I wanted to follow the rules. I loved rules, and I wanted to be a good kid. And so I was very uptight, and I was very, rule follower, and did my homework and everything. And this is when things started to go off the rails. This is when I got cynical, when I was 7 years old. And so they're passing out the homework
Is this the one we
assignment.
watched? The homework assignment one?
Oh, did we watch this?
Yeah, we watched this as well.
Oh, okay. Sorry about that.
It's a good one, guys.
My bad.
Go back to the last episode and you'll see it.
Okay.
Basically, you got red pilled because people kept fucking with your video games, is what you're trying to say.
Well, partially, yeah, that was a big part of it, man. It's like, it's kind of hard not to get red pilled whenever you see like these ads for gaming and stuff, and all these new games coming out. It's like, oh, check out this black woman as the female lead, and like all the, and, so you start to notice like all the women in video games start to get less sexy. And
terrible. Fuck
it's
that.
terrible.
Terrible.
It's like
Yeah, because the market expanded. Before, they thought they were catering to prepubescent boys that just jerk off all day. So you throw a big-titted Bayonetta at them.
Or even like Laura Croft.
Yeah, Laura Croft. They're like, let's throw some big tits and make her swim downwards so you can see her crotch opening up in the view cam that maybe somebody might have done for a few hours one day with the PS1 overheated and had to be turned off. I don't know. It could happen. But the idea that there's more people now that are buying the games, if these games don't sell, they don't get remade. I think the big key here is the sexualization of video games kind of got thrown out when people stayed with the tried and true Sonic the Hedgehog and Super Mario. Nobody needs big tits on Super
People
Mario.
sexualize those too, though.
Yeah, but you can go to Rule 34 to find all that. The games themselves are good games.
These are the hottest Sonic characters. Remember that video?
Yeah.
The hottest Sonic
But those
characters.
games don't rely on the sexualization of the characters because they're just good games and people like them of all ages. These big-titted games, which still exist and you can still find them across all platforms, you just have to do a little looking. They no longer cater towards the demographic, the market. The number one gamer is stay-at-home moms because they do their little
On their
phone
phone,
app games.
yeah.
Yeah, the Farmville and shit like that.
I want a little TNA, you know. I don't want to play some ugly ass broad, you know.
Exactly. Well, dude, the craziest example I think of that recently was Jedi Fallen Order. There's a fucking black dyke as like the main character. I'm like,
is he going to jail or what? Is
he might have snitched, but we'll see.
What the fuck is going on? Like,
didn't he tweet something about going to jail for like a crypto scammer or something?
Yeah, when Trump posted his little NFT Christmas thing, Baked Alaska was like, I can't believe I'm going to jail for an NFT scammer.
Yep. So is he going to jail?
Probably.
Yeah, she's like a Jedi mentor. At least like have like some black guy. It's like okay, whatever. But it's like some ugly black dyke. It's like,
oh my God.
Like, come on, bro. The thing that blows my mind is
what's crazy? He didn't complain once about all the random aliens that were in the game. You know, all those random orange, blue, green creatures. But he cares about the black woman.
Like
in a science fiction video game
fucking companies work together
about imagination and force ghosting.
Yeah.
Together. Like Andrew Tate, you know, and many
it's a fantasy story.
Our friends and ourselves, you know, you get wiped from all these platforms on the same day, and it's like, wait a second. You know, they're supposed to have their own independent TOS and, you know, trust and safety team. It's like, no, they're fucking like on a group chat together, like, okay, let's fucking, you know, ban Andrew Tate today. Like that.
Well, what's the common denominator between these companies is that the ADL and the SPLC are all
that crown doesn't look. It looks like it's too big for his head.
On their trust and safety council.
If you look at these companies banning somebody on the same day, it definitely does go back to the influences around them. They're probably all making big money off of the 4 major markets that exist in this entire world. And if you piss off one of those markets or one of those powers, they'll shut you down.
You know what I mean? Like, what's the common denominator there? Like, you know, people want to get mad at Kanye or whatever for saying, like, who invented cancel culture, but then you look at the people that are behind the canceling, and it's the Anti-Defamation League. Yeah, it's literally, it's a boardroom full of Jews that you never heard of. So it's like, well, maybe there's something to that. I don't know.
Maybe that's something I'm really going to get from a couple of fucking weirdo degens that sit on their computer jerking off and crying in their gamer chairs they bought from being predatory towards a bunch of other misguided youths.
The 2 youths.
I think we are very, very vindicated on this as far as, you know, criticizing Jewish power. And I think, you know, it's been I feel very vindicated. I'm sure you do too, but you know, it's hard because people come after you. They're like, you're a neo-Nazi. You hate Jews and blah, blah, blah. It's like, no, it's never been about that. And, you know, Kanye puts it in a good way. It's like
okay, well, that's how you negate your previous statement.
These guys are so glad they have a new person to hang on to.
Yeah, because Nick was getting Nick was kind of
sliding.
Yeah.
Kanye reinvigorated Nick. Before that, they were simping for Milo. Milo was the big guy when Milo was talking to Beardson Beardsley about his Pokemon collection and what a beta male he was for liking Pokemon.
Yeah.
Jewish groups like ADL, SPLC, they're fucking with our business. Like, they are blackballing us. They're banning us. They're censoring us. And they say, oh, there's no such thing as Jewish power in America. It's like, dude, look at who's censoring on all of the major big tech platforms. What do you mean they don't have power? They are the power structure. If you look back in
the 90s and you had the mothers group, the parents censorship committee or whatever, the parental television censorship committee, there was a very small group of Christian moms that could control just about anything on television because they would send just a handful of complaints and the advertisers would back off.
Yeah.
And we saw that happening recently with YouTube and the adpocalypse. It doesn't take much to keep the advertisers under your thumb.
And there's a new type of adpocalypse happening right now. There's a new type.
There always is.
There's a new policy on swear words and violent. Right now, as far as I know, like playing the UFC video game can get you demonetized because it's considered violence.
Are we going to be in trouble for that clip of that father and his son we played earlier?
And so it's like, dude, they can go do whatever the fuck they want in Israel. Fine. You know, we're not going to cry about it. It's what they're doing here in America. You know, the banning, the censorship, you know, trying to ruin our lives with these, you know, smear pieces, etc. It's insane. And like,
these aren't smear pieces. These are people putting the fucking magnifying glass up to the ant.
These aren't dentures. These are clear aligners to straighten my teeth. They are not dentures.
Are you replying to somebody in the chat?
Uh-huh.
Oh.
They are clear aligners. They're not dentures.
We see you, chat, trying to call us out. You vultures. Was it that meaningless prick Jose again?
No. Jose likes me. Jose thinks I'm good.
Jose is trying to play you against me, and that's why we have to ban him.
Like, how the fuck did this even happen? You know, our country's a few hundred years old. It's like, you know, the founding fathers weren't Jewish, obviously. It's like, how did they, you know, get into this position where we're just so royally fucked and we're all fucking slaves? Even someone like Kanye West is getting banned from banks. Now it's just like, we're becoming so fucking PC and everything sucks. The movie sucks. You know, The Little Mermaid's fucking black. And
it hasn't even came out yet. Stop crying about it. You guys are trying to milk that motherfucking trailer.
It's not even out yet.
Validation.
Yeah.
They mentioned it years ago. Hasn't even came out yet. Get over it, you pussy wussy boys.
Or trannies and the video games, like, it's everywhere. Like, do you think this will ever, like, win the culture war, I guess?
I hate his sunglasses. They look like skiing sunglasses.
Those are like the hype beast fucking Supremes or whatever.
He looks like a
those.
douchebag.
Well, I mean, with or without the glasses, yes, but
it adds
they
to
look kind of like Macho Man style glasses, don't they? Isn't that similar to what he would wear back in the day?
You know,
Those
maybe
big
start
old
turning some of these
reflective shades.
Entertainment
It's more
things
like Bret
around,
Hart.
or do you think we're
Yeah,
basically
they're
fucked? Or what do you think?
They
I
remind
think
me of
it's
like
happening.
old
I mean,
wrestler.
like,
I know
here's-
the rapper Riff Raff started wearing them, and I think everybody kind of followed suit.
The thing is like lefties for years have told
Blasian
us like, that
loves
we have
pit vipers. Hawkeye loves pit vipers. A lot of our fans love pit vipers.
They're ugly.
What if our Drunken Peasants podcast ended because the fans rebelled against us for our opinion on pit vipers? Wouldn't that be fucked? After
That's such
all
a
these
weird
years,
question.
if that's what stopped us,
to, like, you know, this concept of, like,
countless computers we've survived, countless obscure alt-right podcast accusations, and it's the pit vipers that take us down.
punching down and punching up, right?
Uh-huh.
That like comedy is not funny when you're punching down on people. It's only funny when you're punching up at the authority and the power. And it's like,
Right.
what do you think I'm doing when I say that Jewish people masturbate to pictures of banks? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
Do you think I'm making fun of like the poor little Israeli kids like in fucking Israel, or do you think I'm talking about the I don't know, the 83% of them that run?
This is what they sell commercially as Macho Man Randy Savage glasses.
Are those pit vipers?
I don't think so.
Those are pretty basic compared to what he would wear.
I mean, they have a picture of him wearing them.
Mr.
right
Morton
there.
says the Pit Viper main page, there's a suspicious character that looks like me. Look, I am not sponsored by Pit Viper. I forgot how
The
to
Federal
wink.
Reserve. You know what I mean? Like I'm punching up clearly. Like I'm following the rules.
Yeah, he used to wear those glasses all the time. Like here's another picture of him wearing the fuck.
He's got is he getting frozen up?
Yeah, it's doing.
Oh, are we still live?
I think so.
Okay, as long as we're still good.
It's. I think.
I knew that the Pit Vipers would devolve.
Okay,
this was an omen. We never should have went against the Cobra or the Viper.
So influenced
The
by
snakes have
Andy
risen.
Kaufman. I was so influenced by people like that did
Oh my
crazy
God.
performance
He thinks
art.
he's Andy Kaufman?
I love Borat. I love Jackass. You know, sort of these IRL pranks. And so,
I like how he loves Borat. Borat is a strong proponent of the ADL. I love how he could just love somebody who is so against his beliefs. Borat's great. Andy Kaufman's great. I'm sorry, I don't see that in Baked Alaska. I don't see that on any level.
No.
you know, I've changed a lot in the last year or two as well. Because it's like, dude, I don't want to go around macing people. You know, I don't.
Yeah, you've changed because you're gonna get fucking put in court 1,000 times.
He was convicted of that too.
Of course, you've changed.
Yeah.
You're trying not to go to federal prison.
Want to
Weirdo.
just be this guy that antagonizes everyone, but it's like, you know, that I didn't get into that because I'm like, oh, I want to go hurt people. No, I got into that because I'm like, what would Andy Kaufman do? You know, what would be just so outrageous and funny? And, you know, it's to piss people off in public and to get these reactions and to have this whole crazy escapade. I mean,
when an
you know,
idiot asks himself what Andy Kaufman would do, you get baked Alaska.
Kaufman would get into fights with people all the time. He would wrestle women.
They were always set up, you buffoon. Do you not see the entire Bob Zamuda character in all of his videos leading up to those fights? You dumb shit, deputy dumbass. You're out here macing homeless people. You're not Andy Kaufman. I've got to tell you this. You're not even Andy Dick.
Oh,
you're not
damn.
Andy Milonakis. You're none of the quality Andys we've came to know and love. The closest you might be is Andy Warhol.
What? Andy Warhol?
Yeah.
Do you mean Andy Worski?
Andy Warhol, because he's a simp for his little factory girls. Andy Warhol was a notorious simp for Bob Dylan's girlfriend, and he's always simping on these girls. That's Baked Alaska's gimmick.
He would do the crazy
His politics switch whenever he gets a little sniff of a new girl's panties. He bends his will to try and simp for them.
Jose is wrong.
Jose, real quick, he's maced tons of homeless people. You're thinking about the court case, but the problem with you, Jose, is you're a fucking imbecile. You're a dog dick in a goddamn zoo files repertoire. You're garbage, son.
Easy as shit. I'm sure he, you know, if he were alive today, he'd be like some crazy IRL streamer or something. But, you know, it's like, I did that because I wanted people to laugh. I did, and a lot of people did laugh. Trust me.
A lot of people did laugh. Trust me. Yeah, that's great when somebody's shit actions are equated to comedy, and nobody sees the comedy because there really isn't that much comedy in it. You're really just being a prick. But you're like, some people did laugh at it though. Yeah, and some people laugh at ambulances when they crash into a truck. You see these 40-car pileups. Some people drive by and laugh. Doesn't mean it's comedy.
Yeah, what the fuck? So, this would not be the 9th anniversary episode without a video from the Manatee. So I've got this this clip that someone sent me here.
And the Justice League was a damn horrible film too, except for the Zack Snyder's cut. I ended up buying
Zack Snyder's cut,
that 4-hour damn movie, and it was great. I don't know
He
what's
loved the
wrong
Snyder
with
cut.
these people that cut out 2 hours worth of movie that was fantastic. For what?
Because most people don't want to sit through a 4-hour movie. Like 3 is considered really long. So
why do
that's
that
why?
for? Why would you cut all that off?
It probably could have been split into 2 movies. You know?
Yeah.
But
it got cut off because Zack Snyder unfortunately had a family issue and had to step away from the movie. And they hired the guy who did the Avengers 1 and 2 movie, Joss Whedon, to come in and pick up the pieces of Zack Snyder's original Justice League cut. And then I think Snyder reshot a ton of stuff for the Snyderverse release, right? He shot more afterwards to get the Snyder version cut. So there's a ton of reasons why, Brett, and I could tell the reason why you enjoyed it.
Well, some people may not want to watch it. Well, that some people kiss my ass.
Oh,
it was
fair.
a 4-hour movie of superhero awesomeness. You don't just fucking cut 2 hours off of the movie and say that's the day. We're done for the fucking day. What are you talking about? So yeah, I'm pissed. James Gunn or whatever his stupid name has decided that we're not going to have any more Superman films. He wants to make a Superboy film. I don't recall hearing anybody on the fucking internet ever say they want to see Super Dog, Super Puppy, Super Gay Black
I went to go
person.
see the Super Pets. I went to see the DC Super Pets movie. Fine film.
He's like Super Dog, Super Puppy. It's like those are the same things.
Super Pets was a fine film.
Kid, Super Boy. I don't remember anybody saying they want to see Supergirl, be a feminist, woke person. I don't recall me or anyone else sitting down and saying this is what we want to see. We keep on saying Henry Cavill, and when we're told Henry Cavill...
That's not how you say his name, right?
Of course not. Henry Cavill.
Yeah, Cavill. Henry Cavill
was going to be the Superman that they're going to put money into and invest in. We all get excited. We all get internet boners. But suddenly we're told, fuck no. After being teased with the cameo of Black Adam, fuck you, DCU.
After being teased by the cameo of Black Adam?
I saw Black Adam.
Yeah.
It was all right.
Yeah, it was...
The woman that's married to James Gunn that was in the Peace.
Yeah, she plays Harcourt in Peacemaker.
Yeah.
She made an appearance.
Yeah.
The Black Adam, it was, I think, too little too late for the current iteration of the DC Extended Universe. The whole thing is so fucking mismanaged.
Yeah.
I'm done with that company. I screw them for that shit. I'm going to have to turn the video off, folks, because the more I talk about it and think about it, the more it makes me have violent images in my head. It makes me feel bad, horrible. I feel like I was promised the best cookie in the world, and then I got fucked over. Somebody gave me a shit sandwich instead. I'm
thought
really
I was
unhappy
promised the
about
best
this.
cookie in the world, and it was a Fig Newton. That's
No.
not a cookie. That's fruit and cake.
Fruit and cake. A cookie is just a cookie.
Fig Newton is fruit and cake.
Yeah.
Yeah, Black Adam had some great elements to it. I really liked the team with Hawkeye. Was it Hawkeye or Hawkman?
Hawkman.
Hawkman and Brosnan's character. Pierce Brosnan's character.
Yeah, Doctor Strange.
Basically,
Or I mean, not
right?
Doctor Strange.
Dr. Fate.
Dr. Fate. But he is like Doctor Strange.
He definitely would
That's
be a
right.
good counterpart for Doctor Strange, Dr. Fate.
To be honest with you, I got kind of drunk last night, and I feel like shit, and I'm just powering, and I'm pissed off about the computer, so I'm like not all there right now.
Yeah,
not
I couldn't remember the name either.
Yeah,
it's easy to conflate Doctor Strange with Dr. Fate.
They're kind of similar too.
Yeah, a lot very similar.
Yeah,
I really liked that character though. I thought The Rock was trying to play like a guy who was from 3,000 years ago or whatever it was, and it made me miss the charm I'm used to from The Rock, and it started to come in later on in the movie, but I thought that was one downfall of it. Was I want that funny, cute, shit-talking Rocky Maivia all day long. I think James Gunn's going to do a lot of great work with the DC universe.
yeah. I mean, he took Guardians of the Galaxy, which a lot of people were not really familiar with, and made it into something interesting.
And he came over and he took the Suicide Squad and then thus Peacemaker and showed DC that he can make stuff that, is unique in a world away from Marvel. He's shown me you can do the Marvel thing. He can do the Marvel thing. He's been doing it for a decade now, right?
Yeah.
And DC, they pick him up to be the creative guy. We're going to see a world that might actually pay off long term. There were so many random changes, so many different universes, and maybe that would have been a strong point for DC if every one of their little universe films were like knocked out of the ballpark. Everybody loved the Joker. A lot of people loved the Batman. Like they went their own direction, but they could have existed like that. But I think that we have James Gunn come in, make the universe a universe. We might see long-term storytelling that matters beyond just these one-offs that people care about and then all these duds that nobody goes to see. That's what Marvel has, this crazy connection interwoven in between every TV show, every movie. The more of it you watch, the more you the other properties fill in when you watch them.
Yeah. And I think DC should be treated the same way. They should kind of take a little inspiration from what Marvel has done.
They have a lot of characters there in the DC universe that people love, like characters that are bigger than all the Marvel characters.
They're the
Batman.
They're the originals.
Superman,
Yeah.
Wonder Woman. These are American icons. They're from the 30s
I would even
and 40s,
I would
right?
even put Shazam in there too. He was the original Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Shazam is definitely up there. I don't know if I would put him above like a Spider-Man, but I think those other threes.
Spider-Man is probably at least at one time, Spider-Man was like the biggest Marvel character, probably the most iconic.
Yeah.
He was in their logo for a long time.
Yeah, on the little comic book corner. His
Yeah,
little face.
yep.
But like you look at Batman, Superman, even Wonder Woman, you can think maybe those characters are more iconic than a Spider-Man historically, and that's something that you can't really say about, all these other characters that Marvel were able to make household names. Iron Man was kind of big, but before the movie, he was nothing like he was now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Roger Wilco says Superman is boring. I do think that the base version of Superman is pretty, like, the idea of Superman's pretty boring, but
that's the same reason why John Cena was boring for me. That type of character.
if you apply that Superman's trying to balance his power out because he knows how powerful he is and he's always holding back.
They should just make Injustice into a movie. That's
They might. That's probably what James Gunn will ultimately build up
because that's
to.
what it is. It's when Superman stops holding back.
Yeah.
And he starts like killing all the villains.
And that's what you have to have a character with some sort of weakness, right? That you have to be able to exploit that weakness. And with Superman, there seemed to be no weakness, but his weakness was that he was trying to play at like
kryptonite,
the human level. Yeah, I guess kryptonite. What a stupid weakness.
Another weakness is that he's like he cares too much.
Well, that's what I was saying. Yeah, he's always trying to hold himself down to the level of humanity. He's always trying to only be just strong enough, and it holds him back. He's always making those moves to hold back.
Yeah, and then
people can take advantage
the
of that.
kryptonite thing is that it could be easily used as a plot device.
Yeah, there's good stories that could be told with Superman all day long. I just haven't seen
The
any
death of
movies that I really
Superman
cared
was
about.
they were trying to like breathe new life into it when they killed off Superman in the 90s. It did increase interest. It was a kind of a gimmick that worked really well because they brought him back like a year later. So yeah.
Sincere Yellow Stabby says Superman is weak against magic. That's something like, do you want to have a universe that's magic heavy just because you have this overpowered alien? You could go that route. I think that Marvel right now is getting more into the mysticism and magic, but it's also going more into like the gods and everything, the interplanetary.
Yeah, when I saw that trailer for the new Guardians, they had Adam Warlock in it. So that's surprising. Adam Warlock is a very powerful character.
Yeah, he was supposed to be in the original Infinity Crisis with Thanos and the Stones, but he wasn't in the
He actually
the world yet.
had one of the stones that he would wear on his forehead.
Yeah, that'll be retconned for the series now.
Yeah.
Shazam is the real Captain Marvel. So
Shazam is the original Captain Marvel, and he had a slave back in the day named Steamboat. If you look up, Captain Marvel Steamboat.
Can't do it though because the computer's dead. We're not allowed to look up Captain Marvel Steamboat. But it was just a little. Was it like a the old caricature of a? Would it be a gollywog? Would that be what they would call it?
I don't know. They drew him and he looked like a gorilla. Almost.
Stereotypical. It was.
Superman was a refutation of the idea of the Nazi master race when he was made. A man with godlike power who chooses not to rule over people but save people. Also the greatest Superman villains used situations against him.
Yep.
That's what you have to do when you write for Superman, right? I don't know. I didn't feel like the General Zod plan from Man of Steel was all that great. We saw that with Christopher Reeve early on as well, right?
What about him?
The General Zod character wasn't
Kneel before Zod.
Yeah, that was like the most popular Superman movie had Zod in it before that.
Yep.
So it's like just going on to a rehash, and it didn't do anything that great. It just threw cars around the city and broke buildings. This big smash fight. Like, I don't need to see that.
Son of Jor-El. Yeah. So crazy. Marlon Brando was in the originals.
He played the dad?
Yeah.
Marlon Brando is amazing.
Yeah.
That sick, twisted human being. Big fan of anybody who's been that dilapidated and sexually destroyed. Brando's the world's biggest pervert.
So, guys, in a couple minutes here, we're going to end this stream, and I am going to start getting to work on computer stuff. I might go to sleep in a few here because I feel really tired.
Yeah, you
but
look tired.
Tomorrow morning, I will. I'll start moving at it. There's tons of people giving me advice. I don't even. In a way, it almost makes it more confusing because, like, now I'm like, oh, well, which one do I do?
Do you think if we made like a Discord room with like computer advice just for now, and people with computer advice could go in there, you could use them as like live tech if they would like to help?
But everyone has like different opinions, so then it gets confusing if I have a room full of people. You know what I'm saying?
I think if it's people who know what's going on, they might be able to help you, push you in a good direction.
I need a computer with 2 GPUs in it because I need
multiple
monitors.
Multiple monitors. 8 monitors will be covering a 2 GPU setup, right?
Yeah. Most GPUs have 4 outputs.
Yeah.
It's weird how they're like all different things too. Like a lot of like the GPUs here, there's HDMI, but then there's also DVI, and then there's also DisplayPort, which is like
Steel fight would
hardly
have been more
used.
Interesting if Superman was trying to prevent collateral damage. Marlon Brando used to get Jack Nicholson. You smuggled him Burger King.
So please, because it sucks using this old computer. If you got a couple extra bucks, click the link in the chat. If you're watching this after the fact, click the link down below and follow that link and toss us a couple bucks towards the computer fund. We're 9% of the goal. We're only one day into it. I'm going to get the computer, and then hopefully people will keep chucking money into the fund until we reach the goal, and I'll just use that to pay, on the principal balance of whatever loan I have to get the computer.
What a wonderful happy birthday this has been.
Yeah.
But 9 years and 900 more years to go.
Whew. Yeah, dude, I'm going to be old in 9 years. Holy shit. I'll be like 50.
When Drunken Peasants turns 18 and Jared no longer cares about us.
I see what you did there. Yeah, Jared is back to making videos about Jason David Frank and that kind of stuff.
Weird.
He's like, I missed the guy. It's like, you left when he died. He made a video laughing about it.
Seth Looks has a good point for computer maintenance. Did you try blowing on the cartridge?
Yeah. I like how people assumed I never cleaned it. I would actually pull it out and vacuum it out and all kinds of shit.
Yeah. Strong computer maintenance.
Yeah.
The amount of hours that have went into that tower.
Dude, I was thousands of hours have been like put into that.
High premium processing power.
Yeah. Lots of video rendering and then all the streaming. Man, that old machine actually I got my money's worth out of it.
Yeah, I would come in here and you would be cleaning the computer, and I could tell because you'd be just down on the ground laughing your ass off with a can of duster in your mouth.
Am my voice be low?
Apparently I'm cleaning the computer again. I'm like, oh, good job.
I pull it out. I pull it out, guys. Anyway, we're going to go. We will see all you guys tomorrow. We're doing another stream tomorrow to make up for the day that we missed. It's going to be on. The stream seemed to go okay after we ended the call. It seemed to be a lot less laggy. So we'll be able to stream again tomorrow, hopefully overnight. The people that watch the VOD later on can throw us a couple bucks into the fund. It doubled in the last 48 hours. It has doubled. So
the last 48 hours
or 24 hours.
No, it's only been up for 24 hours.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. That's what I meant. 24 hours.
It's doubled since the show came on.
Yes.
Yeah, you need some sleep.
I do.
Call this one a night, guys. Everyone watching at home, thank you for all the support and help. Happy birthday, DP. Check the link. Check all the links. Give us likes. Give us love. We'll be back again tomorrow.
Good night.